There it is. Let's go. Nicole, how was your stream? Welcome, Raiders. We are currently in podcast mode right now with our friend here, Tadra Lokrian. We're going to vibe it out. Let's vibe it out for a minute. And guys, we are giving away a free copy of EFT today, courtesy of Tadra Lokrian. Hit exclamation point raffle to enter. Let's go. Muzzy Cat, no chicken dance today, but I do appreciate you. You guys ready? Best looking man on Twitch. Oh!
All you gotta do is find it, Alcyon. Oh, baby. It's out there. It's not under casual, that's all.
You got your first bits? Let's go, Nicole! Hype in the chat. Let's go, guys. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. There you go. Innies at the raffle. Let's go.
Okay, now. Are you ready?
Not on Podcast Wednesday, no.
Oh, Kane 260 in the house. What's up, my man?
Let's go.
Good to see you.
Tiani, I see you. I see you, Tiani. First of all, you're amazing. You're a beautiful human being. You always bring the positivity, you always bring the vibes. And on top of that, you got an amazing name. You got an amazing vibe. So, Tiani, keep doing what you're doing and keep it up. Yo, thank you for the biddies as well, Spider Hooch. I'll make you do it again soon. Muzzy Cat, tomorrow we will be streaming if you want to make me do the chicken dance. That is not a worry. But when it comes to Podcast Wednesday, we normally... Spider Hooch with the biddies. Yeah, we normally disable all the sound alerts. We disable all of the alerts and stuff like that just because we want to be able to post this on YouTube and on Spotify and everything like that as well without too much interruption. But trust me, you guys can derail the stream any day but Wednesdays. But you guys, we kind of did a face reveal already, but we're going to do the official intro. You guys ready for the official intro? Also, Kane, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. All right, guys, let's roll the official intro. Taddy, you ready? Let's do it.
Super ready.
There it is. Let's fucking go,
Absolutely.
guys.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
fucking go. All right. As you can see, we have this beautiful man sitting in front of us, also known as Taddy Daddy, with most people know him as that, which I fucking love. I'm like, chef's kiss when everybody calls you that. So how you feeling today, my dude? And here we go. We're getting the first hat on right now. I believe that's the raid hat, yeah?
This is the raid hat. We had a little raid there at the beginning. We might as well go ahead and throw it on, guys.
Might as well throw it up. Cable guy, welcome
Absolutely.
in. How you doing? I redeemed one for a
Oh.
Tadra. I want a refund. Hey, Tiani, I'll get to it. You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient. All right. This is gonna be a 2-hour episode at the very least here. So you gotta be patient. We'll get to your compliment here because we have a lot of good stuff to say about our good friend Tadra Lokrian here. But let's first talk about that actually, because I normally started off with how did you get into the streaming question, but you already threw on the raid hat. Let's talk a little bit about what's the inspiration behind your raid hat. And kind of why that one in particular, where did you get it, that whole sort of thing.
Well, most of the hats ended up being kind of accidents. The raid hat in particular was actually Nico's She already had this. She's got a big old Ramis stuffy, and this was her hat. I found it in the closet one day and threw it on. Uh, right after we got the other mask. We'd got one mask in. I wore it. Everybody loved it. I found this in the closet and threw it on, and we're like, there we go. And I started wearing it during the raids, and then it became the raid emote. And after that, I was like, yeah, we'll just throw it on every time we have a raid.
Speaking of another raid, we just got raided by Obi Sobi. Let's
Raided!
go! Guys, welcome to the
Yeah.
stream. If you guys are just now joining us right now, we are currently doing podcasts, what we do every single Wednesday. We just started it up. We currently have Tadra Locrian on the podcast, but welcome, Raiders. I hope you guys enjoy your time here. If you are new here as well, we are currently giving away a free copy of Escape from Tarkov, courtesy of our man here, Tadra Locrian. All you have to do is enter exclamation point raffle. And then we'll do that at the end of the podcast there. So welcome in. How was your stream, my friend? How was your stream? You were playing some Phasmophobia. I'd love to see it. So that's awesome, though. I also owe you a compliment, so let's go ahead and do that really quick, courtesy of Tiani here. So Tadra Locrian, first of all, you're definitely one of the most like chill, level-headed people that I know, and I love your vibe. You know, you're not exactly like super hyped, but you have like such a good time every time I go into your stream, and you're a damn good EFT player. You're a damn good, husband, father, all of the sort of thing, all of the above. So definitely keep doing what you're doing, my dude. And I'm super, super stoked to have you on the podcast today. Much love, my friend. So also thank you for all the follows, everybody in the house right now. So awesome. I love the raid hat idea. I love anything that you guys can add to the podcast. Or, I'm sorry, in terms of like the streams where it kind of separates you from the rest of the pack, I guess, if you will. But like adding that little bit of hype, adding that little bit of flavor to the stream is always a good idea. So would you say that your raid hat is your favorite one, or what's kind of your favorite one?
It's my most convenient one because I can throw it on. It doesn't mess with the headset at all. Some of them stop me from being able to like hit a cigarette, take a drink. It's definitely the most convenient item that I wear. So in that, sometimes I put it on and I forget about it. Like another raid will come in. I'm like, put on the raid hat and I'll start looking around for it. Like, where is that raid hat? I know it was here. And then
I
I'll look
love
up
it.
at Streamlabs and I'll see it on myself. Like, oh, there it is. Okay.
I love it. I love it. So speaking of streaming, how did you get into streaming initially?
Well, actually, our boy's already here in chat. Mr. Spider Hooch had been talking to me about it for a good little bit. It's kind of a funny story. He finally was like, "Hey, this Escape from Tarkov, it's blowing up on Twitch. It's #1 up on there right now. It was last year during their big Twitch thing where they were giving out drops. Basically, if you watched a Twitch streamer, you could theoretically get free stuff inside Tarkov. And so it was top page on Twitch. And so he's like, let's get this game. I think it's a survival game. I might be able to play. He's not a huge survival gamer. And so we got it. He's like, we're gonna stream this. And we played it. He was not a fan, and I was immediately hooked. And
I love
started
it.
playing, and then the pandemic hit, and I was like, man, I'm playing this so much, and I am just, not to toot my own horn, but I'm considerably better than a lot of the people that I'm watching play and these videos and this stuff. And I was like, I might as well do it. I got all this extra time sitting around here. I've got the computer, and I love entertaining people, so why the hell not?
I love it.
And man, it's been great. Really
Yeah.
opened up a whole different world I didn't really know existed. It's also led me on to other ventures and other learning opportunities and stuff. It's awesome.
I love it, man. That's awesome, and we were very happy that you're in the Twitch universe because between you and Nico, just like you guys are out there supporting a ton of streams. You're out there just like really just providing that energy that is just nice to see. Like when I see your name in chat, I'm like, oh shit, it's Tatty Daddy, and it's amazing. I love it. So speaking of Tatty Daddy and Tadra Locrian in general, how did you actually get that name? How did you think of it?
That's an old story. Tadril Locrian is a character from a game from No, Tadril does not like spicy foods. He gets the hiccups almost immediately. It's painful. But Tadril Locrian is a game name from an old game. So everybody knows what an MMO is, World of Warcraft, all that. Well, they used to exist long time ago in the form of text. Everything is just scrolling lines of text, and everything you do, every room you walk into is described in text. This is an old MMO that I used to play, and it was my character's name. Me and Hooch were brothers in that game. Me and him and about 7 other dudes had a huge family, and we played it for a year or more. And ever since then, kind of just stuck because my first name's Chris, everybody's name's Chris, and I often go by my game names.
I love it. So we actually have Spider Hooch asking, when are you going to be changing your name to Tatty Daddy, like on Twitch officially?
Me and Nico have talked about this. We've had a lot of people, everybody calls me that, but it doesn't seem quite right to me to call myself Tatty Daddy. It doesn't feel bad it feels good when other people call me that, but calling myself that doesn't feel right. Like I can be the Tatty Daddy, but I don't know. But I've had a lot of people tell me I should. A lot of people. But I feel like I'm
It's
not quite classy enough. I don't know.
It's one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm CinematicMike, but like, the soup can has become a running joke, but like it's one of those things where people, like you said, allude to that, make the joke of that, and it's kind of an inside thing. So I completely understand that. But second question, piggybacking off of Hooch's question, when are you gonna name your name? When are you gonna rename yourself to Cinematic Chris? I'm kidding.
When and if I ever get enough skills to be able to say something like that, good sir. As much as I love the theater and all that, I wouldn't take over. I wouldn't want to. What is that? Try and step onto your turf there.
Honestly, bro,
really do your work.
There is enough room in this town for the both of us. Don't even worry about it. So we actually kind of got into the next topic here. We kind of touched on it a little bit, but like obviously you kind of already mentioned how you got into EFT because of Hooch and everything like that. But is there like a certain point where you're like, okay, I want to stream EFT most of the time, or is it just kind of natural where you just got so hooked on EFT where you were just like, yes, like this is my main gig, I'm going to be playing it all the time anyway, and you just kind of continue to go down that route?
It takes to play EFT and to get good, like it just takes a large time investment, and it's got a good followership. There's a lot of people watching it. It's not too hard to get new people. And like when I play it, a lot of people in the game put their TTV, they just use their streamer name on there so that when they kill someone, the person sees that they were killed by so-and-so, and then they come onto Twitch and they come and they say hi and they follow. And sometimes they're salty and sometimes they're cool. But
Yeah,
it's been helpful that way. It's usually somewhere near the top, and there's a lot of people that are very, very passionate about it. And there's a lot of people that don't take a lot of time to learn or don't have a lot of time to play the game. And I have a lot to give, a lot of information, teaching. I like to lead people through and show them and stuff. And
yeah,
it's a game that enough people care about and feel very strongly about that I thought it would be really good for it. The only downside being a lot of my personal friends don't play the game, so I'm stuck not being able to play it with a lot of my friends' friends. So.
Got you. Actually, it's funny you say that though, because like I've noticed that you've gotten quite a bit of people into it, and you kind of like a self-proclaimed like Sherpa, if you will, in terms of like you're passionate about like bringing people into the ecosystem of EFT, showing them the way, because it is a pretty complex game. I've never personally played it, but I've watched you play it and a couple other people play it. Did you kind of always see yourself as wanting to like teach? Do you like teaching in general, or was it just something about this game where you're like, I just want to get more people into it, and you kind of just fell into the whole like teaching Sherpa sort of vibe with that?
Well, I don't like playing games by myself very much. I spent almost all of my time between young age until I was well into an adult playing by myself almost all the time. Video games. So all my playing by myself is pretty much over, and I want to play with other people. And since the group of people that I know don't play it, the only way I can do it is to get them to play it. Um, as far as teaching and stuff, I'm actually a terrible teacher at 90% of things in life. Games are one of the only things. If I
Yeah.
can learn about games and I can teach people how to play games. Uh, I'm usually the guy that when I get into something, if I choose to play it for more than about 10 hours, I'm probably in a wiki, I'm probably in the forums, and give it a week or two, and I probably have all the concrete information that there is to know about it.
Yeah.
And then it's time for me to go do like theory crafting and come up with new stuff and progress that.
I love that, man. I love that. And it's one of those games too where it's like it's pretty unique because like there's matches that could be either fairly quick or they can be like 45 minutes to like an hour or two. So like it's definitely one of those games where you have to be fairly dedicated to it. So, I know you mentioned that you were into MMOs and everything else like that too, but do you generally kind of like those games that are like more long form, like where it takes a little bit of grinding, takes a little bit of time? Because obviously the other opposite of the end would be like Call of Duty, where you get into like a 5 minute match and you're done. What's kind of your taste on that whole thing?
Yeah, that's pretty much what you said. As time has gone on, in my teens and my early 20s and stuff, I did more Call of Duties. I did more things that could be over in 5, 10 minutes, and you wipe it, and then once that map's over, it's over. Um, but as time has gone on, I've very much pushed away from that. Nowadays, if there isn't some sort of long-standing goal, if there isn't some sort of progression or something like that, simple ranked battles and finding a ranking isn't quite enough for me. I've got to be able to have some meat in there. That's
Hmm.
why oftentimes MMOs and stuff, survival games, because that long crawl from the beginning of wipe until you got everything you need. Um, like survival games, when that hit, I stuck to it. When original Rust came out, I started running a server, thousands of hours in many different survival games. I
Yeah,
love that grind from nothing to a whole bunch and then wipe it all out and start again.
definitely,
uh,
definitely. Yeah, it's definitely it's not for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody. I think most people, including myself, like I don't mind survival games, but like I can't guarantee that I'm going to be on that game the next day or the next week and stuff like that. And that actually happened with me with Rust. Like I was super heavy into Rust for a while, and then like I just completely fell off because like I'm the type where like I got so much stuff going on, or I don't really want to commit to something to where it's like, yo, if I can hop on Overwatch or Call of Duty for a little bit, then cool. And I come back the next day or the next week, and it's like I didn't really lose much off that. So it's definitely a different taste, but that's cool that you're into that though at the same time. So I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, the rust in a lot of the survival games when it's full PvP and stuff, you may not have lost anything because you didn't get raided, but the fact that everybody else had a week of more progress puts you so far behind. That's one of the reasons I don't do. I moved away from a lot of those survival games where it's like a persistent world, and the Kharkov is able to better fit my ability to play, like maybe up to 45 minutes, but guarantee at 45 minutes that match is over, like
Mm-hmm.
whether I live, die, or whatever. So chunks of survival. Um, so I don't have to feel so bad if I got 2 or 3 days of family life to play, and I don't get to play. Not that big a deal. But in Rust, that'd be like, I might as well just forget it. Might as well just throw it all down. It's over.
For sure, for sure. Awesome. So, kind of getting into more of like the behind the scenes of who is Tatty Daddy. I know obviously we have Nico Urala in the chat right now, who's an amazing supporter of a lot of people, an amazing streamer, an amazing human being. Obviously, that is your second half. Did you want to talk a little bit about like how you met Nico and kind of how she got into streaming and the whole Twitch universe as well?
Well, those are definitely two very different different stories. But as far as streaming in the Twitch universe, she is my little supporter, Nico. She supports me in everything I do in my life and everything. Like I couldn't do almost anything without her. And when I started streaming, um, it was a way for her to help me out. She would, obviously watch my stuff, but then she would watch some other people um, to try and, find other people for me to watch and or to maybe come and raid me or tell them about, find younger players that were out there streaming that might need some information, and then I can come into their stream and come and hang out, give some information, maybe play with them and stuff like that. It was a way she was kind of like an intermediary between me and other people that were streaming Tarkov and stuff. And but then she decided, start watching some other people that did other stuff, and she started meeting all kinds of different groups. And before too long, instead of watching Twitch to help me out, she was watching Twitch to help other people out, and me, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
And then she just started streaming because everybody just kept on asking, as far as I can remember. I'm not 100%. As far as I can tell, everybody just kept on asking when they could see Nico, other than every once in a while in the side of my stream. And so she threw it down.
I love it, man. I love it. And you guys have been together for how long now?
Well, that's up to debate. Kind of. We first got together about 5 years ago. We had a relationship for a while, and we took some time apart, did some other things, learned ourselves a little bit, and then we met up again about 3 years ago. I was doing, I think the picture's about to come up here in just a second. Right here. Is that the right hand? Nope, other one.
No, other one, yeah.
Yep. The one with me kissing, I've got what looks like blood all over my forehead. I was doing a shadow cast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show
I love
in
it.
town, and I was Eddie, and she came in and watched the performance and brought me roses, and we started talking again, and we got together again, and things were just much better. We had some much needed time apart to learn some important things about ourselves, have some more experiences, and then meet up with each other and realized how awesome we loved each other, and how awesome one another were.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I 100% love it because like when I think Taddy, I think Nico. When I think Nico, I think Taddy, and like you guys are just so beautiful together. It's just I think it was one of the things that was just meant to be. You know what I mean? So it's definitely awesome that that happened the way it was supposed to happen. So also somebody redeemed a Bean Boozled. Do you happen to have Bean Boozleds on you?
Only if the kids actually give me a second.
All right.
Give me a second to grab another beer too.
Let's do it, because you might need to be able to take one with me just to make it a little bit more fun. So while we wait for him to come back, let me catch up on chat. Assassin Gear, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? Country First Podcast I've been able to catch. Very awesome. Came in on the Obi Sobi raid and wanted to get in my Hiya mic. Yo, Country, I appreciate that. How you doing today, Country? It's good to see you. Living the dream, streaming and such. Didn't know we were doing a podcast. Yeah, Stoned and Pwned. We do a podcast every single Wednesday. So if you guys do enjoy this content, we do a live stream of the podcast every single Wednesday. And then the content does go up on Spotify and up on YouTube, a few days after. So it's a lot of fun. And if you guys are actually interested on being on the podcast, go ahead and hop in the Discord. Let me post the link really fast. There is a section that is called Podcast Interest. So if you guys are interested, there's no requirement. I do ask that you are a streamer, because we do typically talk about streaming live, content creation, so on and so forth, which I know pretty much everyone in the chat is. So if you guys are interested in being in the podcast, that's how you sign up. We have quite the list going, so it might be a little bit of time before we get you on, but that's how you do it. Isn't the guy usually bring roses to the lady? Fruit, typically, but you know what? Nico's fucking awesome. All right, Nico's awesome, and she knows what she wants, and she's like, here's some roses. I love to see it.
Yeah, you bring roses to an actor at the night of a play.
Exactly.
It was symbolic. But
Exactly.
she does like bring me. I'll be 100, guys. She does bring me flowers fairly frequently. I'll be honest.
I
So I have
love
no
it,
Bean
man.
Boozles,
All
but
right.
I cannot stand spicy stuff. And I do have an entire packet here of spicy 3 pepper sauce that I will happily take
Oh.
down with you,
All
just
right.
because
All right. Let's do it. I'm
no idea
game.
what this is going to do. And if I hiccup for the next 15 minutes, I'm sorry.
You
We'll just
guys
have to
down with
deal with
that?
it.
How's that sound? I'm gonna do a couple. I'm gonna do a couple of Bean Boozleds for all the hype going on right now, and then we got Taddy over here doing spicy 3 pepper. You guys down with that? I love it. Also, Lexi, how you doing? It's good to see you. I nominate Bunny. I'm no streamer, just chilling. Hey, no worries, Tiani. No worries. Alrighty, guys. You guys good with that? All right. This is why I love you, right? Dude, Tadro Lokrin is awesome. And if you guys have not currently followed Tadro Lokrin, he's also kind of like me, where if you need some more like late night content, he tends to stream later in the night as well, primarily EFT. But dude, he's just super chill, a great content creator. So please go check him out and pop up a follow if you have not already. But let's do this. You ready for it?
As ready as I'm going to get, buddy.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
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 Shit.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
different.
it's so hot.
It's different like levels of pain. I got like garbage in my mouth and you have like peppers in your mouth. It's terrible. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that was chef's kiss. Oh yeah. You can't imagine the flavors in my mouth right now. It was a lot of no. Mm-mm. Let's wash that down. Cheers, Taddy. Let's wash that down with some more beer.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Chef's kiss indeed. Oh. Oh. Anyway, thank you so much for the redemption on the Bean Boozled. And Taddy, thank you so much for being a trooper on on taking that down with me, man. Oh, buddy.
I'm going to talk weird for the next few minutes, I'm thinking. My
That's
jaw
okay.
is like permanently pulled down right now. Oh, it's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
No worries. Where did you even get that from?
So me and Nico, we were watching this YouTube series. Oh god, this YouTube series on making food on a budget, and dude had this huge rack of sauce packets and shit from different stores. So we now have an entire drawer full of sauce packets from every restaurant or fast food place anywhere. Oh god. So yeah, we got everything back there.
Oh, my.
That was the worst one I could find, other than I think there was some Inferno taco sauce from Taco Bell, but I know that will make me hiccup. This is remarkably not yet. Bro. I can't read chat.
I
My
love
eyes
it.
are a little blurry right now.
I love it. You're a fucking trooper, and I love your face, man. I love your face.
I love you too, dude.
Awesome. So let's try to get back on track here. By the way, guys, if you have any questions for our beautiful guest here, put them in chat. Don't forget to highlight your message through channel points. That way we do not miss your question in the chat. But yeah, obviously we're going to be talking about streaming, content creation, a little bit of life as well. So don't be shy. Put your question in chat. But moving right along, I noticed that, like, as you can see, you know, when we got gifted a certain amount of subs earlier, I had a certain song that played, and that was just basically something that I paid for. But I know that when you get gifted a certain amount of subs in your chat, you have a really, really awesome song play that's just like always gets me in the feels. I don't remember the title of the song, but I know that one of your viewers who's a DJ, had kind of acquired that for you. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? Like, how did you find that? How do you know this person? Because I really, really like that song a lot. So
Gotcha. Let me quickly find the song itself so I can tell you the name. I have forgotten it over the last. No one's asked me that in a while, but DJ Ed, also known as Blawfest, to all you amazing
Blawfest.
people that follow me up. He's a DJ from Melbourne, Australia. He's been watching me from the very beginning and huge supporter. Doesn't Twitch. He does play some Tarkov, but we can't play together because from Australia. But he knows a guy, and I believe his friend is actually from the States. Oh, it's on the other computer. That's why I can't find it. But he knows that guy. He actually got him to. Oh, it's trickle down effect. That's what it was.
That's what it is. Yeah.
But he got that guy to make it for him to play when he goes out on stage for some of his shows. So he sometimes go on stage for 200 to 2,000 people at a time, and that's his opening right
Dude,
there.
it's a fucking banger. It's a fucking banger.
It is. I'm a huge. When he played it the first time, it hits you, man. It just like you
gotta
can
get the
feel
stink
it
face.
inside of you.
The stink face going on and everything like that. So that's awesome. How did you actually meet Blawfest? Because did you know him before Twitch or?
No, so before I was streaming, when I was playing Tarkov, learning, and I knew I wanted to be on Twitch, I was starting to get a feel for it, and I was watching a guy named Madiax. He's a UK streamer for Tarkov. He actually was an emissary for Battlestate Games, meaning he was the kind of guy that tried, kind of like I do, try and get the game out to more people and shit. And so I had been watching him for a couple of months. He was one of his big supporters at the time. And when I started streaming, I started playing with Madiax, and we'd stream together and stuff. And so Blawfest just kind of moved over. You know how communities merge together? I had some people that knew me that was watching me, and Madiax's people. That's actually why I've got so many European people. A whole bunch of them came over from Madiax's team. I think
love it.
Whitini up there actually was. I think he was one of the boys that came over from Madiax's.
Possibly. Tiana, can you confirm that? Also, Telly Bakery, welcome in. How you doing? That's awesome because I know Blawfest is definitely a big supporter and just a super like chill and awesome dude. So that's awesome that you guys met up through the Twitchverse. So awesome.
Oh,
we have
the amount of people that you meet through here is just amazing from all over the place.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane, but it's really cool though too because like especially through quarantine and we can't really like have a lot of like in-person sort of stuff happening, being able to connect with people and meet new people through the online sort of thing has been it's been a blessing in my life, and I'm pretty sure you can say the same about yours as well. And we are switching over to the other hat here. Let's go. We currently have the octopus hat on. Let's talk about a little bit about that actually really quick. Who made that, and what was the inspiration behind that?
I wish I could tell you who made it. Urala found it on Wish. This is one of those freak things that you find on Wish that is really awesome, and it took months to get to us.
I was gonna say,
totally forgot that it even existed or was coming, and then it was there. It was just so cool. I mean, you see this damn thing. How could you not want to watch it? And then,
I love it.
People will want to see this. It's way better. Actually, I'll be 100. I was, I thought it'd be a great way. I have a bad hair day, not feeling the look on my face. Maybe I'm not having the best day, but I still want to stream. No one can tell. All I got to do is start the stream, and I can be sitting here with a frown on my face, and you don't know. All you can see are these beautiful blue eyes right here staring right at you.
I love it, man. I love it. It just goes to show you guys, like, finding different things that can be implemented into your stream definitely can be like a crowd pleaser or kind of an eye catcher, if you will. So, obviously Taddy has his beautiful personality, his blue eyes, and his hats over here. So just a reminder, guys, try to find ways to kind of stick out and have certain things that are, rewards for your chat and everything like that. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure, being able to turn stuff into, if you find something, try it out. You can just throw something on, do something, whatever during a stream, and if you get a good reaction from it, then you do it again. They don't know. It's all about creating a little extra bond, a little something where when they see that the next time, it automatically sparks that. That's Tadrill. Or
I love it.
it's just a good feeling. And anybody can sit in front of a camera, but having the like our drumming over here, our man over here, I wish I could drum. I don't have any kind of skills like that I can do, but I can make a fool out of myself in front of a camera like nobody's business.
Yeah, yeah, and that's super true, man. Because like I'm blessed to be able to play music and stuff on stream, but at the same time, that like that's not everybody's thing. So I think that by you saying that, that's very important to think about. So also, the Storm says Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's what we're going with right now. And the fact that you can sip the beer through that is amazing. I love it.
I can occasionally get a cigarette through here if I really really want to, but
I love it. That's amazing.
yeah,
So
some people think it's Zoidberg, some people think it's Octopus, some people think it's Cthulhu. That's the Davy Jones from Caribbean. That is the first time I've heard that one, but I like it.
Awesome. Also, Tiani's saying that he came from Dirty Vocal Stream. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Dirty Vocal. That's a good guy. That was the second streamer I started watching. I started watching Maniacs, and then Dirty Vocal plays with a guy named Silly Shelbourne. He was the only streamer I'd ever seen at that point that had two people on the screen at the same time. I was looking for a small EFT streamer, and I saw him, but then I saw this dude in this big pink hat in the bottom right of the screen. I was like, you know what? Two streamers for the price of one. Fuck yeah. Let's do it, boys.
I love it. Actually, I just thought of another question. Have you and Nico have thought about doing kind of something similar? I know that obviously the schedules kind of differ because you have the kids, you have everything going on, but like, have you thought about doing something like that before?
We've actually, we have talked about it. We had been thinking about it. We almost spur of the moment did it like last someday or something. I think last Sunday or something. But we will almost definitely do something here soon. My schedule is gonna change slightly. I might have some more time on my hands because I'm gonna be losing Tuesday morning and Friday morning and picking up Friday night. So I'm as a restaurant person, I'm sure you realize I'm going to make just as much money on that Friday night as I will both of those mornings put together and probably some. So I'm going to gain some extra time out of it. And the Friday night I'm going to be working. She doesn't work. So it's all going to be a lot better for the family, have more time. And we definitely want to do something together because I think we can. I'm not sure what though is the only question.
Yeah.
I think she wants to do Stardew Valley. That's a thing with me and Nico. Our one binding game that we play together is League of Legends, and it's honestly not very streamable. You can't you don't even got time to look over at chat. You don't have time to look at shit.
That is true. And I've never seen either one of you guys play League of Legends, at least on stream. So that will be interesting for sure. But that would be really, really cool though, because I think, again, like you as individuals are amazing, but you guys together is just like even better. So I definitely look forward to that. Definitely post that so I can definitely check it out when you guys do plan on doing that. So awesome. So kind of going off of the whole restaurant sort of thing, we do have some more some questions in chat, which I will get to, guys. Everybody that did post a question in chat, I have it written down. We will get to it. But kind of going off of your restaurant business, how did you get into like the whole bartending thing and restaurant thing? Is that something that you wanted to pursue, or is that something that just kind of fell in front of you?
That happened. So that was so unexpected. That was literally sprung on me in the middle of me playing at a lake. To be 100% honest, the restaurant life came to me while I was playing with some guys that I lived with at a group home. We were at the local lake about a mile away from where we lived at the group home. They'd let us walk down to the lake and fuck around for a little while, and then we had to walk back. Well, we're there at the edge of the lake, and guy comes out, and the lake is connected to a yacht club, and the yacht club has a dining room. with the kitchen, and the guy comes out in a big white coat and says, "Hey boys, anybody out there want to make some money doing some dishes?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And so he takes me in there and has me start doing dishes. And I mean, it's just mountain. They didn't have a dishwasher for hours. I'm just going at it. But I lived at a group home at this time. I I didn't get to do shit. Like it was that walking to the lake was a huge privilege. So I go in there and they're like, "We'll feed you." And the other one of the cooks gives me a cigarette. Now I'm like 13 and living at a group home. I'm not supposed to have cigarettes, but I definitely smoke. And so this guy's like, "Here, have a cigarette. I'm getting a free meal. I can have as much Pepsi as I want out of the fountain." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" And so I just started doing dishes, and I
You
did them
love
and did them
this.
and did them and didn't. And they called the ranch and asked if I could come back the next day. And they was like, "I don't give a damn." And so I did. And it was like a week later, and I was working 40 plus hours as a 13-year-old doing dishes. But I got to do all the stuff I didn't normally get to do at the group home. I got to watch TV. I got to smoke cigarettes. I got to eat good food. And I was getting paid for it, although I didn't get to touch any of that money for years. It did stack up quite well over my group home time. So when I got out, I had thousands of dollars waiting for me.
That's pretty awesome. It sounds like it's a good time as well because you get to live a little wild and free as we like to say. So that's awesome. Let's get into a little bit of the chat questions really quick here. What is your favorite type of bread? Ask Assassin Gear.
Type of bread.
Yeah.
Um, I'll be honest, for sandwiches, I usually go with just a white bread. But if I have an option for something nice, like a pulled pork sandwich or maybe some barbecue rib meat in like a manwich type thing, I'd put it in a ciabatta bun.
Ciabatta's dope. I like ciabatta a lot actually. I know
I
this is more.
pulled
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
pulled pork. If anybody who hadn't tried this, pulled pork on a ciabatta bun with a slice of fresh mozzarella on it.
Hmm.
So good.
So I'm a little bit biased, and I know it's not really available for most of the world, let alone the states. Sourdough. It's a
Mm.
California thing, but so good.
Not not a
I'm just
huge
saying.
fan myself.
You know what?
I
You're
know
also
there's a huge market for it, and there's so many people that want to have their own, make their own versions, and it's a huge thing. I just can't really get behind it all that much myself.
it's fine. You're from the Midwest. I don't blame you. I'm not gonna talk about it.
It's true. I am actually from the Midwest. I'm from Iowa, not from Tennessee where I live.
I love it. Um, Also, Autumn Plays asks, Tadril, do you like my name? Autumn Plays.
I
A lot of
do.
pressure.
One of my first crushes in high school was named Autumn. I still think she's a beautiful lady. So yes, I'm gonna go with absolutely.
There you go. There you go. I'm pretty sure that's the answer that you were hoping for, Autumn Plays. So hope you enjoyed it. Another question for chat we have: how long have you been streaming for? Ask Fruit.
Gotcha. Let's see. Well, I know I hit July. I hit affiliate July 6th of last year. I think I had been streaming for about a month or maybe a month. No, yeah, maybe a month and a half before that. I've been playing
Nice,
Tarkov since January 6th of last year.
nice, nice. I also know that you're getting pretty close to like 500 follows. Do you have any like special plans for when you hit the 500 follower mark, or are you planning something for the 1,000 follower mark? Because I think you're well on your way, my dude. Do you have anything
Hmm.
particularly planned with that?
Um, Actually, the 500 follower, I was kind of thinking about maybe pairing that with doing our paired stream. Maybe that would be a good one for me and Nico to do a stream together for.
That'd be
I've
awesome.
got big I've got big plans this coming Saturday actually. I'm going to be doing a bunch of giveaways. I hit Kappa for this wipe. They wipe Tarkov every 6 to 9 months. After I hit Kappa, now I don't need money anymore, and it's just a big celebration. So I know this Saturday I'm going to be doing After I get off work, we're gonna be doing another Tarkov giveaway like we're doing tonight on the podcast.
Yeah,
We're gonna give out some other Steam games. I've got some more Tadrolocrian stickers to give out. Um, Something else.
I love it.
I'll think about it. But yeah, this Saturday is gonna be big. The 500 followers, we're gonna maybe do some arts and crafts with me and Nico. She's been making these ears. That she just started making these ears. If you guys haven't seen them, I'll
So good.
I'll throw a set
So
on real
good.
quick.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But yeah, guys, if you didn't know, we are currently giving away a copy of Escape from Tarkov, courtesy of Tadro Lokrian. Hit ! Raffle in the chat if you would like to enter, and we'll give that away at the end of the podcast here. And those are the ears, guys. Check it out. Check that out. That is so fucking cool. The green screen
she's
doesn't
been
like it
making
very
these.
much, but
Yeah, exactly. That's why I put my hands back there. But yeah, she just started making these a couple months ago, and she's gotten so much better. She's done a bunch of different kinds. We got puppy dogs. She did a tail just last week or the week beforehand. She's getting really good at it. As far as where do I live in Tennessee? Kind of mid Cumberland area between Nashville and Knoxville.
nice. So awesome. So you already answered that question. I will cross that off the list.
Sorry about that.
No. That's I love it. I love that you're reading chat as well. We have Tiani asking, do you have any funny theme park stories?
I don't know if this okay, I guess maybe a little bit. So I told you, or I was saying earlier, I lived in a group home from the age of 13 till I graduated high school when I was 17. So my 16th, in August of I was 15, about to turn 16. We went to Six Flags. The summer before, we had literally cleared an acre of land, of trees, jungle, vines, everything. Me and 15 other boys spent a month clearing out this huge area of land, and our group home got a whole bunch of money for it. Funny how that works out. We do all the work, they get all the money. So the next year, they used a chunk of this money to take us to Six Flags. And so we went there in Atlanta, 16 guys driving an 18-passenger brown, duty shit brown van from the middle of Tennessee to Atlanta in the middle of summer, in the middle of August. Now, this 18-passenger van has no AC at all. And there's 3 adults and 16 kids packed in this thing. It's terrible. Well, we get there, we get there, and at the end of the day, well, at the beginning of the day, they say, okay, we're gonna do this. They give us an itinerary, and I set my watch. Well, at the end of the day, I'm playing laser tag for the last like 3 hours. I get to the place to go to at the end, and nobody's there. And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, this is a group home. This is some people paid to keep track of people. Like, people should be here. I start looking around. I start asking around. I finally find out that it's almost an hour past when I'm supposed to be there. And I look at my watch, and I can notice the little second hand going, eh, 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 eh.
Oh,
It's
no.
every 3 or 4 seconds it actually goes forward a second. The rest of the time it keeps going forward and then back, and then forward and then back. So yeah, my clock died on it. And so I've got an entire group home full of people that are searching this park for me everywhere but where I'm supposed to be at this point. And
No. Oh,
so yeah,
no.
the next day is my 16th birthday, and all the way back, first for 10 hours of my 16th birthday, I am driving from Atlanta back to the middle of Tennessee in scorching heat with no AC in a crazy van. But then I come back home just to find out that I'm grounded because I made everybody wait at the theme park for an hour and a half. I came home on my 16th birthday to be grounded for a week.
And you're like, I'm out.
So
I'm not. I'm gone.
Oh, I wish I could be out. Yeah, they don't really give you that kind of an option at the group home. It's not voluntary.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great story. Also, you say scorching heat. They call it Hot Lana for a reason, yeah?
Mm.
As they call it.
If that's what they call it, then there is a good reason for it.
Definitely,
Good,
definitely.
good reason.
Yeah, I actually have some family over in Tennessee, so I did take a trip. Every now and then to go over to Tennessee, and we cruise through Atlanta, we cruise through, parts of Georgia and stuff like that, and it's no joke, man. It's no joke. So awesome. We have another question from Tiani actually asking, Taddy teaches Mike Tarkov when? If I win the raffle tonight, next week. I'm not actually entered in the raffle, so I won't be winning the raffle because that would be rigged. But I've thought about getting into EFT, and if I do actually get it, you will be the first person that I hit up, my dude. You will be the first person that I hit up for sure.
Now, Saturday, if you can show up, we're going to be giving away not only another copy of Tarkov, but also we've got 3 7-day free trials. So even if you don't, no money involved, maybe you win one of those trials and we can fuck around for a couple days, and I'll be happy to show you through. Excuse me and Tadrill, not just Tadrill.
Veronica wants in on the Sherpa-ing of the mic in the Escape from Tarkov. Which, again, guys, if I ever do start playing that game, you will be the first to know. Don't have any plans at this current point in time, though. So
Rigged.
exactly.
Got yourself a command, do you?
I do. It's more for marbles on stream, but I guess I can technically rig. I could technically rig the giveaway too, which I'm not doing, by the way. Unless somebody gives 10 subs in the chat right now. I'm kidding. I would never.
It would be at least 15.
I would never do that. All right, let's check this out. So apparently this question is for me. Autumn Plays asks, do you have a wild memory that you never got to share? Yeah, but I would never talk about it on stream because I would get banned. Next question. For both of you, do you have a specific Twitch memory that stands out? Like any favorite ones? Llama Bear is asking. Any specific Twitch memory? Any favorite point in time when you were streaming? I guess it could also apply to when you weren't streaming, but any specific Twitch memory?
Well, I think the shout-out's been done a couple times. Riding the pony was pretty good. Everybody liked it when I rode the pony. Everybody was trying to get me to do some stripper pole dancing, and
Wait,
I said I couldn't do that, but I could ride the pony.
have I not seen that?
Have you? It gets you. I swear, everybody that uses that shout-out clips thing on their channel, it's always pops up there. It's me and got a little like nightmare. It's a little black horse with flames and stuff. And
do you want to?
And I kind of wrote that.
Do you want to send me that clip if you're okay with it?
Yeah. Yeah,
I might want to show that on stream really quick because it sounds interesting. So we'll get that pulled up for you guys. So where do I sign to hear the story? Just I don't know. I'll DM you later. Don't worry about it. Let me see. Also, okay. I see you, Lexi. I see you, Innie. I see you, Lexi. I have those questions written down. We will put those on the list here. We have a couple more to get through at this current point in time. So we'll do that. Let's go ahead and cross that off. And then once you send me that DM, I will I'll pull that up for everybody to see. Ride that pony. This sounds amazing already, right? That's what I'm saying. But again, guys, if you guys have not currently followed Tadro Lokrian, as you can see, he's an amazing human being, amazing streamer. So go ahead and pop him a follow. Let me actually give him an official shout out because I know I have a command that's popping up every now and again, but go over there, pop a follow, definitely go say hello. And I know a lot of you guys do enjoy the late night content, so he is definitely on the schedule for the times that most of you guys are up as well. So who was faster, the Flash or Quiche Silver? I don't even know who Quiche Silver is. Do you know who that is?
I think they mean Quicksilver, and that's actually an easy question. That is the Flash. The Quicksilver, in most comics and in most of the MCU, is never gone over Mach 3. Technically, in Days of the Future Past, he does go faster than that. He is faster than a bullet, but nowhere near the Flash. The Flash can actually go into time. He's so fast. He can go toe to toe with Superman half the time. Quicksilver is not even nowhere. He's not even the same fucking ball game as the
Damn.
Flash. I'm afraid.
I am very impressed by how you answered that because I was nowhere even near having an answer for that. All right, let's pull up this clip really quick.
I was a young comic master back in the day. I was much into the comics. I still have a lot of shirts, but I don't spend as much time watching and or reading them as I like to.
I love it. I love it. All right, let me go ahead and pull up this clip real quick, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for all the questions and just being here in general. You guys are fucking amazing. Let me go ahead and pull up a new source here for the browser. There it is. But oh, he took off the hat though. He took off the hat. Is it getting a little too hot?
It after a little while, it does get a little warm. The mustache and the mask get a little bit of moisture between them and stuff. So
little warm.
I like to give it a little break. Yeah,
little warm, little
grab
itchy.
Another drink.
No worries.
While you get that movie going.
Got you. All right, guys, let's go and check out this clip really quick. Let's go right here. All right, let's do it.
I don't have a poll, guys.
Wait, is that?
Ride your pony.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh wait, actually, here we go. Here we go.
That's so good.
I don't have.
Riding the pony. Let's go. Oh, you know the beautiful thing is too. You're actually wearing the Weird Al Yankovic shirt that you were wearing on the promo material for this stream today too. So that's
that is
amazing.
true. I didn't realize that. I got that at a concert in Knoxville. One of the Weird Al on fucking live.
No.
Amazing.
Really?
Dude, so fucking good. He started the show from outside of the concert area. We're watching a screen up at the front and we see Weird Al and he looks like he's out on a street and he does the what is it? Tacky song?
Yeah.
But he starts it outside of the actual concert hall in Knoxville and they have a camera crew following him from in front. And he's doing it in front of the camera crew, walking and acting the entire way, all the way into the theater, all the way down the hallways next to us, all the way up to the concert hall. There were 13 different costume changes in a 2.5-hour show.
That's so fucking cool.
It was fucking amazing. I've seen a lot of shows. Going to concerts has been my thing since I was a young guy, and that concert kicked so much ass.
I love it, man. I fucking love it. Do you have you ever seen Alice Cooper or like any of their live stuff as well?
I have not seen Alice Cooper.
Interesting.
No, No, I saw a lot of stuff at Starwood back during the Warp tours and the Ozfest. I saw a bunch of guys during Ozfest. Ozzy, Korn, Disturbed, Slipknot, fucking oh man. I saw Slash. Who was in Velvet Revolver? That was Slash, wasn't it?
It was Slash, and there was a couple other people because that was one of those like kind of super bands sort of thing.
Yeah,
and like that. But yeah, in terms of like, dude, Alice Cooper puts on an amazing show. And I'll be honest with you, I was never really into Alice Cooper, but like one of my good friends who's a little bit older, was just a huge Alice fan, and was like, "Yo, I will pay for your fucking concert ticket." And long story short, I went from seeing him one time to seeing him like 4 times, and actually meeting the dude. And dude,
really?
it was just yeah, and it was just. Dude, he puts on a really good show, especially for like nowadays for how old he is too. The energy's still there. The fucking the stage presence is still there. All that stuff is still there, and it's really good. I definitely recommend it if you're able to. So
if that ever comes up again at some point before it's too fucking late.
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely. Also, Tiani, I did get your last question. We will get to that in just a second. We can actually touch on it right now since we're already kind of on the topic. But also, Llama Bear, we did kind of touch on the story behind the hats. Basically, diving into the whole ordering them and being on Wish and everything like that. So unless there's anything else that you wanted to touch upon in terms of the hats and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm always looking for new hats. I've had some other hats. Some of them have broken. Some of them have run out of batteries. And then I do the ears and stuff. We've had some hats that didn't work out very well because it made it almost impossible to either stream or play the game or both. So, but we're just constantly. It's something that I can do that I can do it while streaming. It's not like like your drums, you can do them, but then while you're doing them, that's what you're doing. It's hard to do other stuff. So it's just a little something to remember me versus 100,000 faces. And some people like different ones. I have some sound effects that go with some of the hats. So, just something unique and personal. And it also lets me get out of any bad hair day that I have. I can just blame it on having worn a hat.
Exactly. Trust me, I understand that. I completely understand that. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get into the next part. Again, Tiani, I'll go ahead and let you skip the line a little bit here because we're kind of still on the topic. Besides Dr. Manhattan, who is the most powerful superhero, in your opinion?
If we're going to classify it by literal superhero, meaning we're not talking about just cosmic beings that exist that have lots of power but don't normally influence events. And I'm also not going to go with manga characters because I'm not nearly familiar enough. So I'm Goku and One Punch Man, all those, Avatar. I'm not familiar enough with any of them to be able to say something like that. So we're going to stick with DCU or DC and MCU and stuff like that. Is what I'd say. Now, CinematicMike, do you have any personal power favorites there?
I'm just going to be biased because my nephew loves them, and we also have somebody in chat that you know very well that is all about it. I'm going to say Spider-Man.
Awesome, dude. I only wish that I could logistically say he was that powerful.
Honestly, he's probably awesome. Yeah. I mean, I know we're talking about the most powerful right now, but in terms of that's more of like my favorite. But in terms of the most powerful,
gotcha.
Superhero, I would probably say, oh goodness, maybe Hulk.
Ooh, Hulk's good. Now, I personally am a huge fan of most people don't even think about him when they think superhero, but Silver Surfer. Man was powered by Galactus, and has destroyed entire worlds and populations when he was under the power of Galactus. But he's got the power cosmic. It's some amazing ass shit right there. I'm pretty sure he can go toe to toe with Superman, and that puts him in the top 5% off the rip. I mean, I'm going to go with him as a favorite that is also a little bit off the mainstream. I really don't like Superman. Like, I don't have a problem with him, but I refuse to be a huge Superman fanboy.
Well, he also has a very, very distinct weakness. I mean, kryptonite, right? Whereas, a lot of the other people, like, their weaknesses aren't super, super known. So I get that.
Dr. Manhattan, I mean, yeah, he's an absolute monster, but yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to keep it to Marvel, DC. That way, there's a ton of fantasy books and Dark Horse comics and other stuff with some crazy shit out there, just to try and keep things in the realm of stuff that people probably have an idea of. Oh, hey, Sinfest showed up. What's up?
Yo.
Too much streaming epicness here for one person. Oh, and everybody out there, I know Sinfetch, you had stickers coming to you. Any of y'all that had stickers that you won off my channel over the last couple of months, they were all sent out yesterday or the day before. They're in the mail. You should have them soon. I think Dr. Manhattan is more of a dark horse, but I'll look it up for you, Whitini, because I hate to be wrong, or if I am, I'd like to correct myself.
Can I get some stickers too? Is that cool?
Oh, dude, absolutely. You DM me a fucking address, and you'll have stickers coming out your ass here in just a minute.
Fucking bet. All right. So obviously, you know, there's going to be a lot of opinions and a lot of subjective thoughts in terms of who's the strongest, because that's not ever been really discussed in terms of the in a movie or so on and so forth. So we'll keep debating that whole fact. But guys, if you didn't know, we're actually going to start doing the movie nights in the Discord. So if you're not currently in the Discord, on Saturday nights, we're going to start doing movie nights. And what's amazing about that is we're actually planning on doing the whole Marvel sort of thing, like in order. So since we're on the topic, I thought I'd bring it up. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So if you do want to be a part of that, definitely hop on the Discord and let us know what you want to see. Obviously, the whole, you know, in order Marvel stuff is going to keep us busy for quite a few weeks. But yeah, definitely hop in. It'll be a lot of fun.
Nico, if you're there, can you tell me where I put the box of stickers? I was going to show a couple of them off to everybody. I'll be right back to the screen there, partner.
No worries, no worries.
It's a huge box of stickers. How hard could it be to fucking find? That's how special I am.
Y'all see the Snyder
I am
cut?
really bad at shit.
The
Oh,
Snyder
no.
Snyder cut? What is that? Did I miss something important?
The Justice League movie that they came out with not long ago by Joss Whedon.
Oh, yeah. It's like
Snyder
four,
cut is
4
like
hours
an
long,
extra.
right?
Yeah. And Whitini, you are correct. Watchmen is actually DC. I did not realize that. I am quite corrected. You are the wiener.
You are the winner. I love it. I have not seen that though, Flizzo. I have not seen that. Also, how you doing today, brother? It's good to see you, man. Mike, can you give me? Oh, there goes the camera. There goes the neighborhood. Can I get you a sticker? Assassin Gear, I will definitely get you a sticker. Once Taddy sends some stuff over, I will gladly get you some stickers.
I'm gonna let Ramus take over for a second. I gotta hit the pisser, bro. I've drank like 3 or 4 beers so far.
No worries. Take your time. I will entertain the chat as long as needed. We also have ass stickers. It says autoplay. Oh my goodness. I'm still here listening. No worries, Asian Magician. How you doing though? By the way, my friend, it's good to see you. Hey, I do that on Sundays. Oh, you do the movie night? Yeah, definitely. But Asian Magician, you more focus on. I think you do more anime though, right? I've never actually been able to make it to one of your movie nights because I do stream on Sunday nights. But do you do more anime, or what do you kind of focus on for your movie nights? Wait, how do you know these guys? I thought you were the only one getting. Wait, what? What you mean? On the green shelf, I think. Oh, Nico says on the green shelf. So, Taddy, I know you have a wireless headset. If you could hear that, it sounds like the speakers or the stickers are on the green shelf there. I watched Endgame and I only saw the Guardians of the Galaxy movies prior, so I was hella confused. This would be a lot of blanks for sure. I feel that. By the way, guys, we are currently doing a raffle. If you guys do want to enter in the raffle for a copy of Escape from Tarkov, hit !! raffle, and yeah, enter for your chance to win. It's long and way better. Interesting. I'll have to check that out though, because I've heard really good things about it. I just followed epic people all around. Definitely. Doing good. Hope your stream has been fly as fuck, mate. Hey, it's been really good, man. We have a beautiful guest on the podcast today. We've just been chilling, asking some really good conversations, and just having a good time. So thank you so much, man. I'm glad that you're doing fantastic as well. I do anime, horror, and everything. Let's go. Yeah, Flizzo got in the fucking raffle. I appreciate that. I'm not just a winner. I'm a twiddling one. We watched the Hulk, The Grudge TV series. Let's try again. Okay, nice. That's beautiful. I'll have to try to make it some of these days. But again, I know that you start it right around the time that I stream, Bunny. So it's usually not possible for me to hop in your movie nights. But dude, I'm glad that it's going well for you, man. Yo. Also, Crystal Ember, thank you so much for the raid earlier. How are you doing tonight? How was your stream? It's good to see you. All right, so we have Taddy Daddy back in the hot seat now. Let's ask the next question. Freezerburn is asking, any scary real-life events that happened to you? And this question is for both of us.
I've had plenty of scary real life events there.
Mhm.
I don't even know where to start. Uh, let's see, which ones don't involve something illegal?
Right.
Shit. Well, now most of them involve something illegal, but some of them I didn't have anything to do with. So, when I was a small child, my dad, he's passed at this point, so I don't have to worry about him. He sold a lot of stuff. He did a lot of illegal stuff, and at a very ripe age of like 4 or 5, I got to experience a cop come in through a cable, smashing through the window, just like you would see in a fucking movie, right about 3 feet away from me, and the entire house got raided with police dogs and machine guns and all kinds of crazy shit. And so that's one that doesn't go too dark, but was very, very, very scary.
That's crazy. That's fucking absolutely insane. And now you're over here raiding on Tarkov, so you know the legacy lives on.
That's right.
That's
Open up.
Definitely. That's crazy though, Ben. I'm glad. I'm not glad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that, but like I'm sure, you know, between that and a lot of experiences in your life that I talk about, you know, with a lot of people, like these things, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, like they do make you who you are, and they do, you know, teach you life lessons over the years. So you know, try to learn the lessons from them, and you know, just be a better person. So definitely. But in terms of me having a scary experience, shoot. I've had a lot of them. I mean, if you guys didn't know, I was an EMT for a couple years over the years, and just like the constant question, overhanging fruit of like, is this person gonna make it, and this and that. Like, it was definitely like interesting. You get kind of numb to it after a while in terms of you know, taking it just as a job, if you will, but like still being empathetic at the same time. So I've had quite a few. I'd have to think about that question a little bit more in terms of like a specific instance. But yeah, Freezer, thank you so much for the question. So
Yeah, absolutely.
we have Any asking, what is your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Currently, well, I don't know. For quite a few years, if I want to get drunk, and I'm gonna take that as quote unquote favorite, like the drink that I drink when I want to get fucked up is actually just Jaeger. Just straight Jaeger out of the bottle, no chaser, no nothing, just fucking back fucking Jaeger. Now, it's a cordial, it's not highly alcoholic, it is fucking cough syrup. But I had my years of downing a half bottle of fucking like just shit country club vodka, like fucking gin that comes in a bottle that looks like it should have high C in it. That's how big it and disgusting it was. I had all those years, and so Jaeger's my go-to, but I've got a drink that I make. It's one part Screwball and a half part Bailey's, half part Kahlua, just over ice, and it's like a dessert drink. It's what I drink when I get off shift and I have like a drink. If I'm not gonna have a beer, which is usually an Amberbach or a porter or something like that, something dark, then I make that drink. Um, it's real good. The Screwball is a peanut butter whiskey, and since it's come out, man, it's really popular. A lot of drinks around where I live use it nowadays.
That's awesome. Yeah, in terms of my favorite, usually a nice IPA or like really like just nice beer. That's my go-to. But if I'm gonna drink whiskey, or if I'm gonna drink alcohol, whiskey's definitely my go-to for sure. And actually, if you guys didn't know, if you ever heard of, oh good, it's been a couple years since I've drinking it, but what is it called? It's Jefferson's at Sea. Have you tried that one before?
I assume that's
Dude,
rum.
No, it's a whiskey. It's a whiskey.
No? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, really? No.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
it come from?
I don't remember exactly because again, it's been a couple
Right on.
years since I've tried it. But essentially the whole lore behind it, if you will, is that the cask is at sea, just kind of swishing and swashing, and that's where it gets some of its character from. But like outside of the sales pitch of it, it's actually really fucking good. So we used to have that at the restaurant that I used to work at, and then just like typical bourbons and whiskeys and stuff. A really good Scotch is amazing as well, from time to time. So.
Man, that bite. I haven't had good Scotch. I can't say I'm a huge fan of the bite of just straight Scotch.
Well,
I'll be honest.
yeah,
But I know that there's some good Scotch that doesn't have that same bite.
Yeah, you're gonna be paying out the ass for
I'll
it though.
wait
You're gonna,
and see. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So like you can get a much more pleasurable experience from like a nice bourbon or whiskey without having to cash out quite as much as you would from a Scotch. So I agree with that. Kind of on the drink and food subject. I know that you like to cook a lot as well. I know that Nico and you like to post a lot of stuff on the Snapchat in terms of like, yo, like, we're cooking, doing this sort of stuff. Like, what's kind of your favorite thing to cook? And were you always good at cooking? Were you like just kind of recently got into it? Let's talk a little bit about that.
Gotcha. Definitely, I'd love to. Real quick, Autumn, I wanted to say I saw your thing there, and I feel for you, man. Autumn, I saw your thing about your dad and everything there, and I feel for you there. I'm glad that hopefully your mom took care of you, and that everything is cool. And but my heart does go out for you, because I definitely understand what it feels like to have a piece of shit dad. So just pointing out I saw that. But as far as food and everything, my mom was also kind of a piece of shit. That's how I ended up at a group home. She taught me very young how to cook for myself. That way I would have food. Because she wasn't going to very likely be around to do it. Or even if she was around, she wouldn't be around to do it. So I started cooking real young. Mostly shit you'd be able to make as a kid. But as soon as I started working in that restaurant, it took about 6 months of me doing dishwashing before they started having me doing food at the fryer, fried fries, fried fish, and all that. And then we started doing breakfast, and I learned all kinds of stuff at this yacht club kitchen. And the cool thing was, unlike most kitchens and restaurants where a person comes in, they order food, it costs a certain amount, and then they eat it and they pay the bill and then they leave. At this yacht club, everybody it was part of their dues. So every year they had to pay so much money, and then every month they had to pay so much money.
Okay.
And part of the deal, every month, part of the money they had to pay went $60 towards the kitchen. Now, they could come in and order $60 worth of food, and it would come out of that, or they could not. One way or the fucking other, though, we got that fucking money.
Interesting.
So we could make anything we wanted, and food costs were pretty much we didn't care. There was a July 4th once where it started raining, and so we didn't get nearly the crowd that we had. We had 5 cases of live lobsters that we ended up literally putting in the dumpster. Now, funny story, next day or the day after that, a dude comes in and says, so I had this important business meeting the other day, and I wrote something down on a piece of paper, and it got thrown away while it was here at the restaurant. I need that piece of paper. Apparently, it had information on there that he just could not get otherwise. He paid me $20 to go through that fucking dumpster and find this thing. Now, we knew it'd be in a plastic bag because it would have been from the bar. It'd be in a black plastic bag. But this plastic bag is in a dumpster full of 5 crates of dead, rotting lobster. It was so disgusting. It smelled so bad.
But you got it, though.
I went and got it. Oh, I got it.
But you got it, though.
As a 14-year-old boy that didn't have access to even the money I was making working 40+ hours a week, it all went to the group home, and they put it in a fund. I didn't get a touch more than $5 a week as my allowance. So when this guy said he'd hand me a $20 bill, to go into that fucking dumpster, hell yeah, I went into that dumpster. I
Yeah.
didn't give a shit. I
Yeah.
got that shit. Mhm.
I love it. I love it. Um, Now, do you have like kind of a favorite thing that you like to cook? I know Nico said that you make a badass chili, but like kind of what's kind of your go-to right now, typically?
Um, one of the well, my go-to is hamburgers, just because I've made and cooked literally thousands of hamburgers. I mean, every restaurant job you go, every restaurant serves a hamburger, and I have
Definitely.
prepped thousands upon thousands of pucks, and I've seasoned them. I'm a huge cooking of hamburger fan. But I started getting back into cooking recently, doing Chinese food. I love Chinese food. We
Interesting.
only have one shitty Chinese food restaurant in this little teeny 4,000 person town, and so I started cooking my own because I was tired of eating their crap, and I'm still working on. I need to work more on my tempura batter. I do grill a bean steak. It's not my favorite to cook, but I do grill a good a mean steak for
Yeah,
sure. For sure.
that's what Zane is saying. That's what Zane is saying. So, I love that though.
Yeah,
Um,
Zane is actually before I lived with Nico. That's my man right there. We lived with each other for about 3 years.
I love it.
Me and him helped take care of each other. We've been friends since my first year of college, so we've known each other for just about 20 years now.
I love it. I gave a shout out to Zane because Zane has been super fucking cool too, and like I could already tell that you guys have known each other for a long time. So I'm glad that he's here right now, hanging out. But I was gonna say, if you guys did not know, adding a little bit of butter in like your ground beef like burger patty, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm sure you
Yeah,
knew that
'cause
already.
fat is what for the most part gets your flavor, and butters is just a form of fat, so it's a great way to get that flavor spread through your burger without it feeling and or having that texture of fattiness. You want a leaner meat, but that butter definitely can help transfer whatever flavor you're trying to get across all the way.
Oh yeah.
Huge fan of the smash burger. I don't normally cook them that way myself. I'm gonna be 100 with you, Autumn, but I do love it like a steak and shake burger with that crust around it. That it is really good. It's hard to get it. I don't like my burger very well done though, and it is hard to get a smash burger to be even medium. It pretty much goes straight from not cooked to medium well in like seconds.
Awesome. So you pretty much already answered that question there. But yeah, smash burgers, they could be pretty good. They could be pretty good. But yeah, I'm kind of the same way where like I need it to have, a little bit of texture, a little bit of flavor and juice going on. So
Hey KZ, you're right though. The adding some rib meat to it, that's one of the things we do at my restaurant that I'm working at right now. Uh, really good idea. A little bit of rib meat or some if you can get ribeye chunk, if you like the sides or from a ribeye or some prime rib meat to throw in there. Oh, really good.
I love it. Yeah, especially when it's all like done in house too. It's definitely a huge difference. So, um, so we have we have Flizzote asking, you are on a date. You have to use the bathroom and she can hear you. Do you A, keep it quiet and hit the side of the toilet, or B, center stream full volume?
Um, let's see, if she can hear me, I'm going to assume that we're in either her house or my house. In that case, I'm gonna go side of the toilet because okay, for all of all you guys out there, if you're going center fucking toilet, you're going center water, spray is happening. There's gonna be speckles all around that toilet seat. You fucking know it. And so if I do that, they're smart enough to know that. And it means either I'm getting some toilet paper and wiping off their toilet seat, which I'm not a huge fan of, or I'm going against the side because I don't want them to think, I wonder if there's piss sparkled all over the side of my fucking toilet. That's not what I want them thinking about. So definitely quiet. Definitely quiet.
And then Freezer Burn says, or option C, piss in the sink.
Oh,
That's no, no. That's reserved for something else. Oh my god, we completely kind of got off track here, but I appreciate the questions, guys. I appreciate the questions. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Oh, man.
We have Little Stone Lexi asking, what is your weirdest talent?
Oh, that was a while ago. Let's see. Weirdest talent. I guess weirdest is kind of hard to say. That depends on the person. Some people would find certain talents not weird because they've known other people that could do it, and some people would have not. So that's pretty subjective. I can, if I can grab my eyelid here. Oh wow, I haven't done this in so long. I can usually flip my eyelid inside out.
Oh my goodness.
See if it'll stay. Oh no, it didn't stay. Wow, I think it's probably been a decade or more since I did this.
A decade? Oh my
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
If I
I
had
can bet
a
my-
cigarette, okay, I can blow smoke out of my eyes. I can do that. It's been a little while.
Do
Get a
it.
cigarette.
All right,
and I'll
sounds
do that
good.
for you guys.
As far as weirdest talent for me, I don't really have anything special, but I guess it would be like, a lot of people can't do it, but like kind of the same thing with like the individual like eyebrow raising. Like, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? That's kind of like, I guess, if I had to pick one, I could bend my thumb all the way back to my wrist and touch. Oh my goodness. Mike, you got talent? No, but we're talking about weird talent though. We're talking about like weird stuff right now. Like drums won't count, right?
Oh, you can't see it through the camera. No, not quite.
We believe you though. We believe you though.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there you go.
Oh.
There is the weirdest talent.
I change the pressure in my ears when I fly or when I drive up a mountain by blowing air through my eyeballs. The little crease there on the inside, I can get liquid to go through there. I can get smoke to go through there.
Yeah.
But I can also change the pressure of my ears, so I don't ever have to worry about them popping very much. I can work myself through that. It's kind of cool.
That is pretty cool, actually. Definitely a lot more interesting than me just going. So, there's that. But on top of that, guys, again, if you have any more questions, keep them coming. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I know that you not started, but you've been doing like the whole Blender thing for a while. You've done some of the video editing stuff for a while as well. How did you get into like the design stuff and graphics and editing and stuff like that? How did you get into it? And what's kind of your goal with that?
Well, man, I'll be 100 with it. I was like I've been doing since I kind of started. I don't really know any people that do any of the stuff, especially at the beginning before I met the SGT and all the fucking awesome people in the SGT. I didn't really know anybody that did anything. I knew one chick or two chicks in real life around here that knew a little bit of art, and I had them do my logo that's up here, the TL logo and stuff. Or over here, whatever. But other than that, I didn't know anybody, and so I knew I wanted to do some more. I needed more stuff, more graphic shit. Didn't know anybody to do it, and that's kind of what I do. Is not very good at starting something, but I can find something and modify it. Like it's a motto I've had my whole life. I am not the guy that makes stuff. I'm the guy that makes stuff better. So I find things and I modify them. I reverse engineer them. I get something, I learn how it's done, and then I find out how to change one part of it. And then I change another part. And then eventually I know how to do the thing after a period of time. So I just wanted to make an intro for myself. And I started fucking around with stuff. And like this thing here, you gave me the background, and then while you were in the shower, I threw a couple of graphics on there and changed the size, threw it up on there. But it's literally all just self-taught off of YouTube videos and stuff. That's kind of what I do when I figure I'm into something. I just start learning about it, and I go fucking crazy
Full send
hardcore
it.
on it. Yeah, like I kind of even left out the streaming there for most of December and January, I only streamed like 4, 5, 6 times because I just got
Definitely.
hardcore into learning it. And then oftentimes I don't continue. Like I learn a bunch, I do some stuff, and then it just kind of sits there because I have a problem doing stuff without a goal, but
Yeah.
not usually like a personal goal. Like I have a hard time coming up with personal goals. I find goals for other people. Like most of the stuff that I've done and made is for other people. I made
Mm-hmm.
transitions for some other people, and I made some visual stuff for other people. But it's real hard for me to think of like, here's something I want to do for myself. I have a much better time finding something someone else needs and then learning how to do it for them. And then after that, I know how to do it for myself, and maybe I come up with something to do for myself. But I really do like coming up with stuff and doing it for other people.
I'm the same way.
It
Yeah.
gives me a much more of a drive. When I'm doing it for myself, it's so easy for me to say, I can do it later. I got 100 things I can do for myself. But when I see somebody else and I can do something for them that they can't do for themselves, and I can give it to them, and they're all like, "Whoa, that's awesome." The feeling there is just, it's 100 times better than the feeling of saying, "Hey, I made this thing for myself."
Yeah.
Like, it's different. It's just
I
different.
get it. I get it. I'm the same exact way. We have Autumn Plays asking, what is your favorite video game of all time?
Of all time. Well, I'm gonna hit you with one that none of y'all except for Zane and Hooch have ever heard of, which is gonna be Ayatollah. Is the game I've been playing since I was 17 years old, or maybe 16, 15. I don't know. Before I knew Zane, it's that text-based MMO that I was talking about. It actually came out before Tadril. The world that Tadril came from came out 3 or 4 years after Ayatollah did, but it's that text-based MMO that I've been playing for over 20 years now. It's actually where you see the dude over here that's with Urala, my little Bulgarian chibi guy. That's Bulgarian. That's my character from that game. I played him all through college. I actually spent most of my scholarship money from college on that character. Just so you know, the free to play game model that we're all used to, you play the game, you can play it as much as you want for free, but you have the option of giving them money for in game stuff. That was actually all started by the company that made Ayatollah. Like, no one had ever done that before. But over 20 years ago, the game called Achaea that made Ayatollah decided they were going to come up with an internet game that you could play for free, because back then you had to pay by the fucking minute to be on
Really?
most internet based games. There were some text based mods, same kind of game as the one I play, that at that time back in 90 fucking 8, you paid by the minute to be on their server.
That's insane.
So they said you can play on our shit as much as you want for free. But if you want to send us real life hard-earned cash, we'll give you this currency that you can use inside of the game to buy items that you can't normally get. Now, what does that sound like? That sounds like every game that we play right now. You can play the fucking game for free or for very little, but if you give us extra money, we'll give you extra cool shit that you can't have otherwise.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they started that all like 20 plus years ago, but I've got I actually looked this up just the other day. I have 765 days of in-game logged in time.
Holy.
Now, I'll be honest, some of that is me passing out at 3 in the morning, logged in, and it staying open for 6, 8 hours or whatever. But even if you counted 50 days of time as me sleeping, that's still that's still almost 2 years of actual playtime.
That's
It's kind of
insane.
crazy.
That's just absolutely insane. That's crazy. Yeah, that's awesome. And a lot of people that like, are relatively new to the gaming world don't even understand. So
yes, I am exactly 21 years old. I'm just old enough to drink. This is my first beer, actually.
Well, you're fourth now because
Oh,
said
yeah.
you had your first
Yeah.
beer at the start of the podcast. I love
That's
it.
true.
I love it. Welcome in, everybody. If you guys do have any questions for our beautiful guest here, we are currently featuring Tadro Lokrian on the podcast right now. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we'll definitely get you in the queue here. But that's amazing. We have the Mad Mama asking, what is your best advice for new streamers?
I guess it would be 3-part. One is find what you like to do. Like, are you there to? I want to say, are you there to play a game? But if you are there to play a game, it better be because you're either amazing at it or you're educational. Otherwise, most people are streaming to be entertaining. And so find out what it is that you like to do that is entertaining and do that. Like, if when you're hanging out with a bunch of friends, you're the guy that talks about stories and has funny stuff to say, then do that a bunch. If you're the guy that always ends up learning about stuff and giving out good facts and everything, then do that. Streaming is being yourself like you would with friends, because that's what you want. You want your viewers to be friends. You don't want them to just be people that are watching. You want them to be people that are actively interested in what's going on with you, because
Yeah.
that's what you're selling. I mean, anybody can sit here and play a video game. Even a badass could sit here and play a video game and have nobody watching them because they're not building a connection. It
Yeah.
really is about that connection. Like me and Nico, we have that connection with everybody that we talk to. I try to know about the people that I'm talking with. I'll be honest, most of the people that I have in my stream are people that either I've known beforehand or after they've viewed me for a while, I have played with them. I interact with everybody that comes in the stream almost as much as I can, because that's what they're there for. Everybody's is looking for a connection, and especially in these COVID days, so few connections are able to be had, that this right here is super important to a lot of people. This is almost the only connection that some people have had for the last year.
Facts.
And so I try and be there and be that connection, try and be open, try and be real. But if there was a second part of it, that social aspect, communities beget communities. You get in tight with other people in their community and they're going to like you. We're all Twitch streamers here. I bet 95% of the people watching are Twitch streamers that are watching this podcast right now. You got to think, if somebody hasn't watched Twitch before, it's pretty hard to get them to watch Twitch now. But people that are
yeah.
already used to the Twitch lifestyle, that are interested in already, that's where you're going to find the majority of your people. And so, and by no means am I advocating going to a person's stream and trying to steal their people. It's not about stealing. It's not about taking. It's about being part of their community. And once you're part of their
Yeah.
community, then you're part of a community, and they will become part of your community. They're going to want to come watch you because they know who you are. They're interested in your life. If you've been in this guy's stream for the last 3-4 weeks and you've been talking to this guy, that guy, the streamer, and everybody knows about you because you've been in there, then they're going to want to come see you in your stream too.
Facts.
And that streamer is going to be overjoyed to come and watch you because you were coming and watch them. They're going to want to see what you're up to. You've been talking to them. You've been sharing your life with them.
Oh.
Connections. You make connections with other people, they're going to come and connect with you, man.
Yeah, no, that's super true. And I actually can piggyback off of that in terms of, like, I was in the Twitch universe for probably about 6 months before I really started streaming consistently. And I had met some wonderful people. Like, I had a handful of followers before I even went live, and they all knew who I was. And, you know, a lot of that was fairly, I don't want to say easy, but like, because you're, like you said, you're part of that community right off the get. They're going to be excited and they want to see what you're doing when you go live. But essentially, like, just keep making friends, because it's not only about networking and just meeting people, but like making actual friends to where like they want to hang out with you, you know, and just connecting. So
yeah, I'll side to that with Zane. He's a real life friend, and Spider Hooch. Those are guys that I have
Yeah.
physically known and hung out with in real life for the last 20 years of my life.
Yeah.
That is our only connection right now, especially during this with the pandemic and other stuff that they have going on in their life. That is our connection. We're the best of friends, and yet this is the only way that we usually get to hang out. And so, you know, it really is about those connections. You being able to make friends and everything is a huge deal, and people care about that. People notice when you're talking to them. That's one of the reasons that so many people like watching some of us smaller streamers. You can't go to a guy with 4,000 followers and expect to be able to say something and even get looked at, let alone responded to.
Yeah.
Um, Not that we don't all want to be bigger and everything, but there is a very special thing about being a somewhat smaller streamer where we can definitely hook up with everybody. And welcome to the party, Raider.
Hey, let's go. Dirty Hip. Thank you so much for the freaking raid, dude. How was your stream? Guys, we are currently in podcast mode with our beautiful guest here, Tatra Lokrian. We're talking about some real life stuff. We're talking about how to grow as a streamer. So I hope you guys are doing fantastic. And welcome. So, but yeah, I definitely agree with everything you said.
Hey, Whitini, if you say you want to ask a friend, you said you have a friend who wants to stream. He's a new streamer. First thing that's important, it's kind of weird, but if you want to play the game, I'm just gonna be 100% honest out there for all you guys. If you got a new streamer, we all know what it takes to become an affiliate. Like, I'm a gamer, guys. I'm a gamer. I will play a system. I will min-max some shit. I don't care. If that's what the rules are, I'll play by the rules, but I'm going to get the best out of it. Affiliate takes a few things. It takes 3 things. So that's what your goal is, to get those 3 things. After that, then you find your niche. But small streamer, just starting, you got to hit affiliate to get anywhere. And the first thing is to try not to stream to nobody. I know 100 people are going to tell you, it doesn't matter if you're streaming to no one. The deal is, you've all got a friend. You've all got a family. No, I won't say all, but most of you guys have friends and family. All you got to do is make sure you got a couple of people watching. If you sit there and stream for 100 hours your first month without telling people, without going on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, like, if you can't promote yourself to your own friends, you're going to have a hard time promoting yourself to a bunch of strangers. So one of the first things is to get some of the people that you know to come and watch you. You only need 3 followers, or you only need 3 people watching you consistently while you're going. You get a brother, a mother, and a best friend, and bam, you got your average viewer count. Next, 50 followers. I mean, honestly, not too big of a problem. Once again, it's a lot less about you streaming so much as you connecting with people. A small streamer literally just started. How are you going to get people to join your stream? How are they going to find you? It's one of those things where the social networking counts. You have to promote yourself. You are your own agent. Movie people don't go to directors and say, "Hey, I want to be in your movie." That's not how it works. They have agents. You've got to promote yourself. So you get your dude to make sure he's on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and whatever other socials. And you got to be able to say, if you aren't willing to go and say, "Hey, I stream, please come watch me," out to a public crowd, you might be in the wrong position, because that's what you got to do. You have to be willing to say, "I'm confident, I'm doing this, and I want you guys to come see me." And then people will come, because people want to come and see things, but they want to see people that are ready to do it, and they've got some confidence is necessary. It's like a relationship. You want to get a girlfriend? Be fucking confident. You're not confident, you're probably not going to get one. You want viewers? Stream like you have viewers already.
Yep.
Don't stream like you've got nobody there, and when you get somebody, like, act like it's cool to when you come into a stream and someone's like, "Oh, there's a person," but when you have nobody and one person shows up and you say, "Oh wow, I finally have somebody," like it doesn't have the same feeling. Or when you have one or two people,
Mm-hmm.
don't talk about how few people you have watching. I don't care if those two people are only lurking and no one's responded to you in 2 hours.
Exactly.
Nobody wants to walk into a stream or come in, because you never know when someone's coming in and hasn't said anything and is watching you, waiting to see what you're doing. And
Yep.
nobody wants to hear, "Well, here I am streaming for nobody again," or "Wow, I sure wish that somebody was here to talk to," or whatever. Nobody wants to hear a down person. Like, if you got problems, you want to talk to your chat about your bad day, that's one thing. But no one wants to hear about how bad of a time you're having streaming.
Yeah.
They're have a good time. I mean, right there. If there's anything more important than they're there to have a connection is, they're there to have a good fucking time. So if you're not there trying to provide them a good time, fuck, what are you doing?
That's actually interesting you brought that up, because I will constantly go in. I'm always looking for like new people to watch, new people to connect with. And like I constantly go into people that have, sub 10 viewers specifically to go in. And I'll lurk there for a hot minute. I'll lurk there and be like, okay, what's their vibe? Like, let me, before I say anything in chat, let me see what they're about. So for kind of piggybacking off that content, it's true, like, because you never know who's watching, you never know who is in your stream. So if you're constantly not giving me a reason to continue watching, I won't. I won't. So, and a little bit of a tip for those out there that you're kind of questioning, like, oh, how do I keep talking when nobody's there, this and that. Well, just commentate what you're doing on the game. Like, commentate, okay, let's say you're playing TBD. Oh, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go look at this locker and do this, and I'm going to go reload this, and just like commentate the game. And then when somebody types in chat, respond to them. But there really is almost zero reason to not constantly have some sort of commentary going on. So I definitely agree with what you're saying there. So
Yeah, I do end up getting I get more quiet than I'd like to when playing Tarkov sometimes, just because the game itself is so set on sound cues. Sound is so fucking important in Tarkov. Just hearing a shift of someone being crouched and literally just turning, you can hear that just little shift of their shoes on the ground, and that can be all the warning that you have that there's somebody on the other side. For like, they could sit there for 5 fucking minutes. I've been patient before. So sound's really important. I do end up being a lot more quiet and not say as much sometimes than playing EFT. It's one of the main reasons that I don't like doing EFT as a stream as often. Just because sometimes I feel real bad that I can't be more talkative or be more
engaging,
explanatory or engaging at all when I'm playing it, because then sometimes it would just totally get me fucked. Give me just a second, guy. I gotta go. I broke the seal a minute ago. I think I gotta do it again.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, he's definitely, there is different games that exist out there, guys, in terms of, most of the time you want to be able to play a game that you're allowed to engage with your chat more. And it's been a known thing where, like, when I'm playing like a team-based game like Call of Duty or Overwatch, where I know a lot of you guys like to make me chicken dance and stuff like that. I excuse me, I usually prioritize chat over the game, but there is instances at the same time where it's okay to also be engaged in the game. The biggest thing, Benzito, thank you for the biddies, my dude. Thank you for the biddies. The one thing to keep in mind, though, is definitely like communicate with your chat, though. Don't just completely ignore your chat. If you have to, focus on the game, just be like, hey guys, I will catch up on chat in just a second. I'm really focused right now in this battle. I'm really focused on this. This is the reason why I can't read chat. I'm currently focused on the sound cues and this and that. People will understand, but if you say nothing at all, if you literally are just like just completely sucked into the game and not communicating with the chat in terms of like, this is why I'm doing this, or this is why I'm not reading chat, it's a little bit less forgiving. So definitely keep that in mind in terms of it's okay to not communicate with chat all of the time, because even I do it in terms of being a little bit behind. So that's a little bit of a tips and tricks. But Bandito, thank you so much for the biddies, my dude. How are you doing, my friend? I also accept love always. Also, I feel you, Sinfetch. If you have trouble communicating to yourself, you could also play games with friends and talk in Discord, and there's no dead air. Exactly. That's a little bit tricky though, Freezer Burn, because that goes off another tip and trick that I have as well. Is that, you know, if you have friends that you do game with that are not on push to talk, that are also streamers, there's like the extreme of having no dead air and then having too much like overstimulation, because there's been times where like I have like 4 people, 5 people that I'm playing with, they're all streaming, they're not on mute, they're not on push to talk, and I'm just like, hey chat, and it's like it's overwhelming. So kind of find that balance, but definitely, you know, playing with others is a good little kind of hack, if you will, in terms of not having dead air. So welcome back. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Oh shit, I didn't grab another drink, but
Nice.
I 100% agree with you on that. I love playing Tarkov with my viewers because most, you know, a lot of them want to have some help and all that stuff, but it's something I am trying to limit myself to doing like maybe half the time, because yeah, too much chatter makes it real hard for you to communicate with your chat, and too much chatter makes it where you know, when you're trying to talk to your chat, then your group's getting fucked up one way or the other, or all of a sudden you're deafening yourself to talk with chat, or muting yourself so that they can't hear you but chat can hear you, and then something happens, and it's just a lot more complicated. You got a whole extra thing that you're thinking of. You know, you're already trying to think of the game, and you're trying to look over at the chat, and you're trying to keep an eye up
Yeah.
your Streamlabs and your camera and your stuff. Whole bunch of extra people. That's a whole bunch of extra stuff you're trying to keep your mind off. It's a lot harder to keep it in mind. Now, of course, communicating with the group that you're playing with, and
Yep.
them knowing that you're streaming, and them being very accepting and respectful of that is important. I play with a few guys. I have to mute them sometimes because I just don't get it.
Yep.
But if you can be with some people and they're very respectful, they know how to use their push to talk button or something, it's not a problem. I'd actually really love to get into like a maybe once a month. Like, honestly, this podcast is great. I love just being able to sit here and talk. I'm not playing a game, but between the two of us, we got chat under control all the time.
Yeah.
I'd love to do something more like this more often.
Do
I
it
think
then.
it'd be really, really cool.
Just do it. You know, there's no reason why, you know, they're just for you and for anybody else in chat and anybody else in the community. There's really no reason why you can't, because that's the beautiful thing about content creation. That's the beautiful thing about, you know, streaming, is that like the only thing holding you back is yourself. Obviously, yeah, you know, I have all these fancy lights and we have these green screens and stuff like that and fancy microphones, but like those are just add-ons. In terms of content creation, there's no limits, you know what I mean? There's no middleman. So this goes for anybody that's listening right now in terms of like, if there's something that you would like to do it, you know? So.
Yeah. I mean, there are very few things in life that giving it a shot is really going to set you back that much. Maybe don't attempt bank robbing if you're not really, really sure that you want to rob bank. But, you know.
Yeah, you know, we'll talk about that more. We'll talk about that more off stream. But I definitely agree with you. And honestly, I've been really, really happy with the way the podcast has been going. Because one thing I wanted to add to the whole point of this whole thing too is that if you guys are currently kind of stuck in like how to grow, how to, you know, make it, quote unquote, in terms of Twitch and content creation, the biggest thing to think about is not so much yourself. The biggest thing to think about is, what are you giving to people? What kind of value are you giving? So for example, like the good thing about the podcast is that like we're able to talk about stream stuff. So people ask in the show, hey, how do I grow on Twitch? Hey, so I'm giving you value. I'm giving you something that's helping you. It's not you're coming to me to help me. It's not like, hey, come help Mike. It's like, hey, I'm here for you guys, which I personally love because I've always been a giver in my life. But that's
a real good point.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? That's something to think about, though, because if you're just some dude that sits in front of his monitor and plays video games, what is that viewer getting from you? And this could be many things. This could be like you talked about, Taddy, you're educational in terms of like people that want to learn EFT. Cool. You're giving something to the viewer, whether that's educational, whether that's entertainment, and you guys make me fucking chicken dance for 50 million years. That's still giving the viewer something, or the podcast or the Tips and Tricks Tuesday. I'm giving them something to where it's worth their time, because they could be anywhere else in the world, but I'm offering them something that could possibly help them. So just keep that in mind.
Bella Snow, as far as feeling awkward when you're talking when no one is there, a lot of people, and I'll even have to agree with this in a way, turn off your fucking viewer count. Don't even put it somewhere where you can't see it. There's plenty of times where I have 20 fucking viewers and there's still nobody talking in chat. Maybe half of them are lurking and some of them are doing this and some of them are paying attention to 7 different streams and what the fuck ever. There's a lot of times where I have double-digit viewers and nobody's talking for 10 minutes. I don't know if they're there. I don't know if they're listening or not. And the basic thing is, well, it also goes in the side is chat is not there to talk to you. You are there to talk to chat. They will talk back to you. You cannot really ever expect them to start your conversations. You can't expect them. Like, unlike this podcast, most of the time, chat is not going to sit there and be asking you questions. They're expecting you to be saying things to them that they react to. If you're waiting to react to chat, you're probably fucked. Paying attention to it stresses me out. Yeah, good call. Good call.
No,
and if you have a problem talking to people, don't talk to them. Pretend like you're narrating a book, or just that you're narrating what you're doing. Even if you don't have anything to talk about in particular, or in reverse, if you're not a big fan of saying what you're doing for whatever reason, then just talk about your fucking day. Or third option, while you're not streaming, come up with a list of random questions, shit that you might want to know about your viewers, or that you think that they might be willing to answer. Anything to get them to talk. Because, okay, so let's say you're a streamer and you hit that 100-person average viewer mark. Let's say you hit partner. Are you ever really going to be able to talk to and respond to everybody in your chat? There's the problem with being a big streamer. You can't. The deal is half your community will eventually become people that are there to watch you, hear you, see your antics. They like your gimmick, whatever it is, but the other half of them are really attached to your community. Community is huge.
It really is.
They can come there and you can be busy for 10 minutes shooting people, doing this, whatever. You could be Dirty Vocal walks away from his chair for 5 minutes at a time for a BRB to go smoke a grit. But everybody in his chat knows everybody. We all talk to each other. We play with each other. And so when he's not there, we just sit there and rag on each other, or we all sit there and fucking rag on him the whole time. But the deal is, half of those people come in there, they want to see Vocal, but they're just as much waiting to see the other people that they expect to see from that community. And so it's huge. It's real huge.
That is such a fucking fantastic point. And again, it's all the environment that you create, right? Like, I know a lot of people that come in here, but exactly, like, you have your regulars that come in and they're like, oh, yo, like, so-and-so is in here. Yo, how you been? And everybody kind of knows everybody. Like, it's partly like what you're doing on stream, but it's also partly what you're doing off stream and the community that you're creating. What are you doing in the Discord? What are you doing on, Twitter, Instagram? That's constantly like, honestly, like, people that come into my stream are my fucking family, honestly. And I could not have said that better. I could not have said that better, Taddy, in terms of, I definitely see that chat interaction, and you get the people that, come in regularly, and it will kind of happen naturally, but it kind of is the community that you create. You know what I mean? If you're constantly, being about the positive vibes and constantly, like, like you said, you're asking chat questions. So if I ask so and so like, hey, what's your favorite food, and then they answer, and then someone else comes in and says, oh, I also love that food, that creates that conversation in chat, which you guys can see. What has happened here tonight, but what happens, typically in a normal stream as well. So I fucking love that. That was a great answer.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate that. But hey, yeah, Whitini and Zane's here. That's my man. And your mods. Get yourself some good mods. If you can get a friend, your favorite streamer, just whoever, mods are fucking important, guys. If you
Yep.
don't, I mean, obviously, if you're a new streamer, you probably may not have a mod. You may not know what a mod's useful for. You may not, whatever. Man, try and find somebody. Whoever it is, your first viewer that happens to be there a couple of times, or, if you're part of the SGT, and if you're not, I don't know why, come fucking join up. But we got a bunch of people that are very experienced, but having mods, they're almost like a brand ambassador. Like my man Zane here, he's my mod. He's also my best friend, but he has been with me and raided into so many different people that I watch, like Dirty Vocal. Dirty Vocal mostly streams EFT, you know it, Whitini, but he also does Valheim. And so Zane's followed me into a raid to Vocal's enough time, and then found out Vocal was doing Valheim, and now Zane's in there on nights that even I don't show up. Like I'll show up to lurk and see he's in there talking for 20 minutes. Like I didn't
Yeah.
even know Zane was watching Vocal that much, but he is, and that's how shit works. Your community will mix with other communities, and then suddenly y'all both watched Vocal and didn't even know, and now you're both here. You didn't even know, but you're both big fans of me, and now you guys can be big fans of my boy over here, fucking Cinematic Mike. And guys, obviously you're all here. Most of you already love Mike, but for any of my people that are here that didn't already know about Mike, I love this guy. And you should definitely continue to check him out. He streams a bunch of days of the week. He does high quality shit. If you didn't see that intro at the beginning, I didn't have anything to do with any of that. That's all stuff that he made. I've seen some of his intros for some of the other podcasts and shit, and they're amazing. He does stuff on a quality level that far surpasses mine. And he has blown the hell up. He is hardcore about this, and man, I give it up to my man Mike. If
Taddy,
you ever need anything, I got him.
listen, I love you, but this is about you, not me. So thank you so much for saying that. But no, for real. And but again, I credit that a lot to the community, man. I would not be able to grow and do what I do if it wasn't for each and every one of you guys in the house that come out and support. And again, I'm all about the community. I don't want it just to be about me. I want it to be about like how can we support each other, including Taddy, including anybody in the SGT or outside of the SGT or outside of the Cinema Club, because this is a form of therapy. This is a form of connection and human connection that we need right now, that we really, really need. Also, Zane, thank you so much for the biddies, dude. Holy crap. Thank you so much for that.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you, my dude. So, and Nico with the biddies as well. Guys, what are you doing right now? Oh my goodness. Also, Llama Bear, have a good night. I love your face. I will talk to you soon, okay? But honestly, that was
two hype trains in one night. Why not? I don't see why not. Why not?
Taddy.
2:30 in the AM, must lurk and sleep. Night, everyone. Hey, have a good one, Bear. Llama Bear. Ooh, Llama Bear. That's an interesting idea. A llama bear.
Also, you better stop that shit, okay? Stop that shit. Bell, thank you for the biddies as well. Guys, thank you so much for the hype train, but we're going to kind of keep this show rolling. I know I have sound alerts and everything turned off because we're trying to keep the conversations rolling here, but I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys are fucking amazing, keeping the lights on. Let's go. I did want to ask a little bit about, I know that you had the Weird Al Yankovic shirt on in the promo material, and I think that's the shirt you're wearing now, that's not a Michael Myers, is it?
No, this is Deantword or Diantword, however you want to say it. This is also from a live concert that I went to in Nashville. South African we would call it rap. They call it Zeph, but they're awesome. I started watching them or listening to them in like 2012. They've got videos like Baby on Fire and Enter the Ninja, but it's a dude and a chick, and they do rap. But I don't even know how to fucking explain it, and the videos are absolutely crazy.
Really? Can you
I,
say it one
yeah.
more time? I actually want to check it out because you say music videos and I'm like, I want to fucking check it out. How do you spell
Oh,
it?
dude. Die, like the word die, like keeling over and being deceased. Space. Antword. Ant, and then WOORD.
Okay, I'm definitely checking that out because I'm always down for like different influences in terms of,
So this
visual.
is Yolandi Visser is right here, and then on the back this is Ninja.
Oh my
I
goodness,
assume
that's fucking dope. Oh, hold on.
yeah.
Let's see a little bit of that booty. Let's see that. No, just kidding.
Oh. Come get it, baby. Come on. Give a damn. I got the most luscious booty on fucking Twitch. I don't give a damn.
Dude, I'm so jealous of Nico right now. But yeah, big facts, big facts. Oh really? I did not know that, Bunny. I did not know that. But that's really really cool. So, kind of diving into that, like, what's kind of
Yes.
your main? Oh, you're talking about Bunny? Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is the people in Chappie. The guy and the girl from that is Diantwar. That's Ninja and Yolandi Visser.
Nice. I love it.
Killer movie if you haven't fucking seen it.
I love it.
Have you seen
Um,
Chappie?
I have not, and I feel like I
Oh,
need to.
really? Dude,
Yes.
you need to watch that shit. Fucking so good.
We'll do. We'll do. I'll write that down as well. So, what's kind of your favorite band? What's kind of like your biggest musical influences over the years and everything
Mm,
like that?
that's a good question. Music is a huge part of my life. Huge part of my life. My mornings start off with music. Um, most yeah. Um, I was big into singing when I was young. I was actually in chorus and everything. I had a problem at one point and it kind of fucked up my voice, so I don't sing much anymore other than just in the shower. But as a young kid, I watched and listened to a lot of musicals. Like I was really into chorus and stuff. um, I watched Pirates of Penzance, Newsies, which has a young Christian Bale that y'all would not recognize. I'm talking early 90s, way before Dark Knight, way before anything else you've ever seen. Christian Bale was in a movie called Newsies. It's a musical. Really good. But then as I grew up in Iowa, which even though it's in the north, we listen to more country music than most of the people that I know down here in the south in Tennessee. Um, so I had a few years of country after the musical stuff, but then I moved to Tennessee, and weirdly enough, that's when I got an alternative. And it was Tonic and Matchbox 20 and Everclear. And Everclear ended up being my favorite band through about high school or so. So that's Art Alexakis and the various other members who moved on through, all the way from Sparkle and Fade, So Much for the Afterglow, um, AM Radio from the American Hits Volume 1 and 2. Wonderful used to make me cry. That was a song that I still can't listen to without crying. So that was my earlier influences. And then when I moved on to college, I moved more into like Nine Inch Nails and Tool, um, Corn and Orgy and Dope, and started lots of concerts, lots of concerts. I did a lot of drugs and went to a lot of concerts. Let me tell you, I saw a lot of famous fucking bands. I saw Nine Inch Nails in 2000, either 2 or 3 on Halloween. Um, they had Perfect Circle open up for them.
Mm,
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
We were in the nosebleed sections, and after Perfect Circle got done, I was going to the bathroom and getting concessions, and I came back and there was a table, and a lady said, "Hey, do you want some good seats?" And I said, yeah." And I'm thinking scalp or something, but she's at a table with another lady. They got badges on, and she's like, they got a table full of fucking tickets of all these people that didn't show up for some fucking reason. And she's like, "Here, you want a ticket to some place in like the front, not front row, but like on ground stage?" And I'm like, "Well, I got another person." Like, well, and they found two that were next to each other, and there's like second row on the very first set that wasn't on the ground floor, but great seats. We went from having shitty seats to having amazing seats and getting to see
That's
Nine
fucking
Inch
dope.
Nails rock out with their
That's
new
so
white
cool.
album. It was so good.
That's so fucking dope, dude. I love it. I love that. Was
So,
that 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Because I feel like
no, this
okay,
was this was the white no I think it's the White Noise album. It was about 2002. It was
okay,
with the album that had The Hand That Feeds on it.
got it. Because I also seen Nine Inch Nails and Perfect Circle also, but this was like probably 3 years ago. But they were in a festival, so it was like a bunch of bands and stuff like that. So I was like, wait,
Oh, really?
were we seeing the same show, but like just in different states? So that's why I was asking about that. That's super cool. Also, chat saying you have a fantastic taste in music, and I completely agree. That's fucking amazing.
Oh, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We got so much for the Afterglow is my favorite album of theirs. Yeah, that's when I was living in that group home when I was between the age of 13 and 17. Like, we weren't allowed to have a radio or a cassette player or a Discman or even a TV. We didn't have shit in our room. We had one TV in the communal area that 16 boys shared. And other than that, we didn't have shit. Um, but when I would go and clean the office, there was a little teeny little chapel, is what it was called, away from the main cottage, and it's where all the paperwork was done. It's where the person that like the president and his secretary did a bunch of their business. But I had been there so long because most of the people in the group home cycled out after 6 months, and I didn't have anywhere to go, so I
Yeah.
just kept staying there. Well, when I was down there, I got to clean, and I found out that everybody's equipment, everybody's Discman that they came to the group home with, everybody's radios, everybody's CDs, everything was in a big fucking room down there. So once I learned that, I offered to clean the chapel anytime I wanted, because as soon as I did, I got to be down there and listen to music. And
That's
so that
fucking
was one of
dope.
the few cassettes that I had at the time. I have probably listened to so much for the Afterglow 500 times or more. I could probably sing most of it without words, like karaoke style, just right now off the top of my head.
I
That's
fucking
how much
love
I
it.
used to listen to that.
I fucking love that, dude. That's such a good story. You have a lot of great stories actually, and it's been amazing chatting with you tonight. We have another question from Freezerburn asking, how do you deal with a message in chat where you have no idea what they're talking about? Which,
Well, I mean, that could happen in a bunch of different ways. Obviously, the most direct way would be to just ask them, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
exactly.
I run a very much 18 plus stream, so I'll very much just ask them, "What in the fuck are you talking about?" And sometimes that you just didn't realize what they were referring to. Oftentimes people
Mm-hmm.
are in chat, they'll read something, they came back, they were in chat, they walked away for 15 minutes to go do something in their house, and they come back and they read something that to them just happened, but for you happened 10 minutes ago up in chat, and they're responding to that. So oftentimes you might look through your chat and see if there's some correlation, because
Yeah.
usually there is. Most
Yeah.
people don't come in and just say random fucking gobbledygook. So a
Exactly.
little investigation goes a long way. But otherwise, man, just be straight up. They're
Yeah.
just like a person within your room. If somebody walked into your room and said flobbity glurk, then you might have every reason to say, "What the fuck are you talking about, sir?"
Exactly. Exactly. Awesome. So, guys, if you have any more questions in the chat, please put them in now. We have a couple more questions here for our beautiful guest here, Tatty Daddy, that we will be asking. So, we're going to do a couple more questions. We are going to be doing the giveaway here in a couple minutes as well. Also, Tatty, I'm going to let you know that you get to choose who we're going to raid tonight. So, if you would like to start doing some, some research on who's online, definitely just put their name in chat, and we will raid that person. But I have a couple more questions that we will ask before we do so. OnlyFans when? Wait, for who? Because we both have one, I think.
Yeah, we do, but mine's a little harder to find. Mine's a little harder to find. Where's the beef, Zane?
Wait.
You know exactly where the beef is at.
Wait, who's to say mine's not hard to find? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yeah, DM me later. But one of my last questions for you is going to be, what is your favorite movie of all time, or your favorite TV series?
Oh shit!
Hit me up with those links.
Ooh. That's
or top three. Or top three.
In a way, I am not a person that likes to watch movies or shows, but like I will almost never say, "Hey, let's watch something." But I do have some serious loves for some movies and shows. Like what I have watched, I prefer to watch something over again half the time, more than half the time, than to watch something new. Just because what I have given myself up to watch, I do fucking love. So I've got some strong movie. All of y'all that are used to my stream, you've heard 100 sound bites and 100 movie quotes. I know that sometimes you might think I go overboard, but fuck it, you guys, it's my fucking stream. So, Hackers is technically, I'm gonna put out as technically my favorite. It's been my favorite movie for fucking over 20 years now.
Nice.
And
nice.
while at a certain point it's a little niche, a little old school at this point, and honestly there's been better movies that come out, but there's just something in my heart that I've been in love with that movie, and it's been my favorite movie for so long that I really can't say it's still not. I could watch that movie today, tomorrow, and the next day and love it every fucking time. And a lot of people don't know it. It's got fucking Angelina Jolie back in the day. She was hot. I love that movie.
I love it.
Next couple would be probably Pulp Fiction.
Yes.
Tombstone. That's an old favorite. That's from back when I was a young boy. I watched that shit when I was like maybe 10 or 11. I happened to see it when I was on my like half sister's couch in Kansas. It was like a really weird night. The only night I ever went to where I was or got to spend time with who I was with at that time in my life. And I stayed up till 2 a.m. watching Tombstone as like an 11-year-old boy eating sunflower seeds until my tongue literally bled. It was a really crazy night, but I love Tombstone. It's a great movie. Anybody who hasn't seen Tombstone is really missing something out.
I fucking love it. I love it. Awesome. Beautiful. So if you know who you would like to raid, go ahead and put that in chat, and I will I'll get that ready to go, because I am on my final question, unless anybody has anything else they would like to ask in chat. Definitely get that in now if you want, but let me just get this this message going here for here in a second. Also, before we go, guys, we are going to be doing the giveaway. If you have not currently entered the giveaway, it is !raffle. We will be giving away a free copy of Escape from Tarkov, courtesy of our man right here, Tazra Lokrian. He will be the one that DMs you with the code to download that, and I'm sure he would be more than happy to show you the way, because he knows a lot about EFT. So I'm definitely excited about that. But
that is, I was gonna say that anybody, whoever wins it, if you're gonna play it yourself and not give it to a friend or whatever, you do whatever you want with it. But if you're gonna play it, by all means, come by the stream, and I will get you through. Most people will tell you it is a huge learning curve, and I would love to help you get through it. A lot of people start playing it and get burnt out real quick because they're not expecting how fucking
Yeah.
rough it is. I would love to help you get through that little bit of a bump and get you into it. We got a Discord and everything that you guys can get into, and
Definitely.
love to
Definitely.
show you around.
Yeah, definitely hop in Taddy's stream, hop in his community, his Discord, all of the above. We do have one more question from Tiani here asking the best non-superhero movie in the last 4 years. Oof. Does Incredibles 2 count as a superhero? Because that shit was pretty fucking fire.
I think it does. I'm afraid.
Probably. What about SpongeBob? The new SpongeBob movie is pretty fucking lit. Not gonna lie.
I haven't seen that actually.
It's pretty lit. It's pretty lit.
I'd almost have to ask Nico what we've seen that was made in the last few years. I
Yeah.
don't ever go to the theater. Shit. Oh wait. You know, I'll tell you something I haven't actually watched, and I'm ashamed because I love Keanu Reeves. I have not seen any of his John Wick movies. Like, I'm super ashamed because my son says I look like him sometimes.
Let's go.
Which of course I fucking love. I had my son. I've had my son. We went through the entire RoboCop series, the Terminator series, the Bill and Ted series, and we watched Speed. And well, I've been taking him through a bunch of movies from my childhood, but he loves Keanu Reeves and the Terminator and stuff. So I'm really ashamed that I've not seen John Wick, but I bet that movie is badass. I did enjoy the latest Terminator. Fuck the naysayers. I fucking liked it. So I'm gonna go with I love the Terminator a whole bunch. And what was that movie? It's not Harry Potter, but it's off of the same world.
Something Beasts.
Fantastical, yeah.
Something, yeah. I forget the fucking name of it.
Geraldo had me watch that, and I enjoyed that quite a bit.
Yeah. That shit was fucking dope. That shit was really fucking dope. Yeah, I agree.
It's been a great fucking time,
Fantastic
man.
Beasts.
I
Okay.
love this, dude.
They had a new Terminator. Yeah, Zane, you gotta get with the times, my dude.
Yeah, the new Terminator actually pretends like none of the ones except for the first and second one ever existed. Like, just cut everything, just the first two that were good, and then pretend everything else that they came up with between that was bullshit, and then go straight to the last one. If you do that, it's better. If you forget that all that middle shit happened. Although I kind of liked all of them, even though some of them were fuckery. But
I feel it.
Dude, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you having me on the podcast, man. It has been a hell of a time.
Dude, it's been
awesome
so much fun.
being able to chill out with some of your community and everything. The questions I didn't expect. It's been really great communicating with and connecting with all your people. I love being on your stream. I hate that these days I haven't had as much of a chance to be on late night because I've been working mornings. Some of that'll change here over the future and everything. We got to find something to play together, even if it's not EFT. But
who knows?
Thank you so much.
Let me enter the raffle. Maybe I'll win the fucking code, and then we could play EFT together. I'm totally kidding, by the way. I'm not gonna enter the raffle. But dude, it's been a hell of a time.
If you tell me that you want to that you're willing to play it, I will throw down $50 and just give you a fucking
no. First of all, thank you. But second of all, like, I'll be honest, most of my streams have been kind of consumed with like actual like this sort of stuff in terms of like podcasts and like, you know, just chatting sort of content. But I appreciate that, my dude. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you the final question of the stream that I like to end it off with. If you want to go ahead and let me know who we're going to raid, I will do that after we do the raffle in terms of who's going to get that EFT code. But yeah, so I will pull that up in just a second. But my final question for you, Mr. Taddy Daddy, my dude, my friend, you sexy motherfucker, is what is your goals for 2021? That could be either in streaming or in live, but I want to hear about it. What's your goal for this year, my dude?
I'll give you two goals: one for streaming, one for real life. Real life, me and Nico are trying to get all of our loose ends tied in real life, get our shit together with all of our, I've been working on my taxes with the IRS for like years. Trying to get all our money together, get this house set up so that we can move the fuck out of Tennessee and get somewhere way fucking better. So that hopefully the goal is by the end of the year we will have our shit together and ready for
Nice.
next year to get the hell out of this shithole. Um, and as for streaming, I'm gonna be doing Evil Genius 2 is coming out on the 29th or the 30th. It's a game one player game that I played back in the day, the first version. The next one's coming out in just a couple of days. I'm gonna start playing that and doing EFT, and I'm gonna try and get streaming into half EFT, half some stuff that I can do that gives me more of a chance to interact with my chat. Because
I love it.
I know that EFT doesn't give me as much time as I'd like, and I want to be able to be there and interact more. And I think everybody's going to really, really love the crazy, kooky antics of the game and me being in a first person or a one player mode where I can just totally pause, chill, hang out, and whatever. So I want to interact with more of you guys, and I want to do some more collaborations. I guess if I could say one other thing, I love this fucking podcast. This was amazing. I love having somebody else to interact with that's a streamer, and I want to do a lot more of this. I plan on getting some more. Oh, and a Tarkov tournament. I've already got 16 people signed up. I am going to get some artists. I'm going to pay some artists, and I'm going to pay some video people. We're gonna be doing a Tarkov tournament in the second half of the year with
Nice.
somewhere between 15 and 20 Tarkov streamers that I personally know and or play with. Dirty Vocal will be in there. Ohms Fry TV, iPrisme. Some people you guys know, some people you don't, but I've already got them set up. It's gonna be a cash prize, and I'm not gonna be playing in it. I'm just gonna host it. I'm gonna to have a bunch of people on there, and we'll go. It'd be like game day or whatever. I'm gonna show off what people are doing. We're gonna have points and shit. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited about that. I'll tell everybody more. Let me get a disc if you don't mind. Let me get a
Plug it.
Discord link.
Plug it.
Do you
Plug
mind?
it.
All
Plug
right,
it.
that's what I
Plug
wanted
that. Plug that shit right now. But yeah, plug that shit and give me a name that we're gonna be rating because we're gonna be pulling this out the hat. And dude, I'm excited.
This one's a little weird. Most of you guys aren't gonna know this guy. Half of me wants to say Sweet Senpai, but almost everybody here already knows Sweet Senpai. I want to hit up somebody that most of you guys have probably never heard of.
Yeah,
but
we
I
also
really enjoyed this guy. His name is Durka Monster. He plays a bunch of indie games. He plays Dark Souls. He plays Magic the Gathering, both on the arena and in real life. You can watch him. He has his camera above his cards. He plays with his real life friends and stuff. Something about this guy has always made me really happy. He interacts with his chat.
I love it. I love it.
And because almost nobody here knows of him, I really want to go raid this guy. So we're gonna go raid Durkamuscle. Let me type his name in there.
I love it. We actually just raided Senpai last night, so like I'm happy that we can find a new friend here. That makes me incredibly happy. We all love Senpai. You guys know Senpai, and definitely go check her out if you've not already. But like I'm definitely down to being a new friend, and that's why I love being able to give the podcast guests the opportunity to raid, because I get to meet somebody new, and all of us get to meet somebody new. So I'm really excited about it. So yeah, go ahead and copy and paste that really quick, and let me go ahead and pick the. Yep, I see it. Perfect. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and pick the winner for the. We currently have 22 people in the raffle. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me get close the entries. Let's see who it's gonna be. It's gonna be Basket Case to Vermont. Let's go. All right, Basket Case. We are going to go ahead and have Taddy go ahead and DM you all the details and everything else like that. So I think it showed up, right? Did it show up? Yeah, Basket Case of Vermont. So if you want to go ahead and copy and paste their information, Taddy. Yep. If you want to go ahead and shoot, but hey, you're the winner of the EFT. And he raided with us. Let's go. I'm super, super stoked. So we'll have Taddy Daddy go ahead and send out that information. But guys, if you guys are not currently following Tadro Locrian, please do. As you guys can see, he was an awesome guest on today's show. We get to learn more about him, and it was a good time. It was a really, really good time. Mainly plays EFT.
You mind if I have 1 second?
Go ahead, man. That's all you.
All right, guys. Hey, real quick, anybody who had a question out there, or that we maybe missed something, or if you just want to see me more, obviously hit the Discord, follow me, come see me. I mostly I mostly stream Friday nights after work, Saturday nights after work. So that's like about the time we started tonight until 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning. It kind of depends. Times might vary here in the future. But come by, see me, ask me questions. I'm always happy to both play with you and answer anything. I'm an open book. I've got a crazy life, and I'd love to tell you more about it. And once again, Mike, I fucking love you, Moose, and I can't wait to see you, hang out with you more. Thanks for being here, dude.
Dude, I love it. I love it. But again, this is a lot of fun, guys. This is a lot of fun. So definitely go check out his Discord. Definitely go check out his stream in general. It's going to be obviously mainly EFC content and everything else like that. But hey, ask about the hats. Ask about all the music. Ask about everything, guys. All right, so now we are currently going to be rating Durka Monster. Let's fucking do it, guys. You guys ready?
Let's fucking do it.
Because again,
dance with me, Mike.
Are we dancing? We dancing? All right, hold on.
We're fucking dancing, baby.
I'll play some music. Here we go. Let's do it. Dude, tonight was a great episode, guys. It's a lot of fun. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. Let's show some love. It's not only about me, guys. It's about the whole fucking community. Let's go meet a new friend tonight. Pop a follow and show some love. Let's go.
Like one of your French girls.
Hey guys, that concludes this week's episode of the podcast. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and even share it with a friend. Huge shout out to our guest this week. And just a reminder, we do stream the show every single Wednesday at twitch.tv/CinematicMike. So pop on by, ask some questions, and we'd love to see you there. Peace.